I'm on the road, cause to that plane and it's that big bag. I'm alone. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just not white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause to that plane and it's that big bag. Yeah. Alright. Alright.
Hey, Tona, you made this?
I'm alone. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just not white with that chit chat. I'm on the road,
Yeah, it's
cause
like
to that plane and it's that big bag. I'm alone. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get lit at.
checking out. I drink it still 7 days.
Just not white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, it's just that planet and it's that weekend. It's a different day, no same story, nigga. I've been winning, retire like I'm Robert Horry, nigga. They just thought they knew me. Keep that life before they with me. Always know I had that clip of her. She acting looking on my butt, but I'm gon' skip it. If they stop getting out of line, I bet I'm gon' get them, pack a bag and book a flight. So they know I'm always tripping. I've been scouting with the right, so they always know I'm pimping. Well, I always say I got haters, cause they just know I'm living, working my bro. Come on, they just know I got a vision. Got the store, got a strain, y'all so know. Product missing, government want us to stay home. For politicians. Had to carry that weight, never dealt with the opposition. My homie trying to beat the case when he had no pocket piss. I'm trying to cop a bird, but he caught up with a lot of pitches. And I can never chase when ain't no love when you got them bridges. I'm on alone. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just not white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause to that plane and it's that big bag. I'm alone. I've been asking where your bitch at. She on the phone, trying to figure out where to get lit at. You on your own, just not white with that chit chat. I'm on the road, cause to that plane and it's that big bag.
All right, gold, beer, and hydrogen too. Did I get it right this time? Yeah, perfect. Like, try.
You said hard. And a couple cans, man, that's a hard motherfucker.
Yeah.
Bruh, I was asking motherfucking, bro. I called, I said, what the fuck? Bruh. The fucking thing. You should be back the next morning.
Right. I mean, this nigga working like that. That's what it is.
But this nigga's a machine, but every day, bro. Every day. I need to be out in the morning, all bills. Something that's gracious.
No fucking page, living in pig, remember the way. So I needed to finish. If I miss it, then it's diminished. The middle of the haystack is some with the biggest. Eating on breakfast, rubbing it into the sides of the premise. Dick so big that she crying. I'm in the fucking spoken. Spinning down, it go down to a pen. When I was scared, I was trying to get back in my rhythm. Straight to the source for the man in the middle. Got back from the block and I stayed with the hitters.
But then you guys
Like check that patient, all the back colors and braces. With a piece of my spaceship, and I'm a big body like a spaceship. Plain Jane and the diamonds like the shit. Stay calm, stop running out of patience. There ain't no purpose. Stay on my head, but
Let's wait till time.
My time and they show me it's time. Selling my word, I ain't never let down. Holding my own, holding my ground.
Big shit, bro. That's for another time. I didn't get this picture. Professional picture for my
Well, you know a nigga with a 4K camera. You know a nigga who takes pictures. And in fact, all you need to know is 3 numbers. 151. Yo. What's going on? It is the world's most dangerous podcast, and Lady Antoinette is not with us this week, so that means we got act the fool.
Oh, it's going to get crazy. You know it always does when she's not in the building.
And she can't pull up on us either, because she's in Florida.
Yeah, buddy.
What's going on with your CP3?
Oh man, it's man, that heat been out there kicking the brother
Man,
butt
dog,
out there.
speaking of slave heat.
Bruh been out there selling cars, slaving in this heat, man, and turned 3 different colors in 1 week, man. It's getting wild.
Well, I mean, your voice changed 3 different times on the show, so it happens. So
Hey
that should
man,
match up.
that's dehydration along with alcohol. Goddamn it, you know how this shit be around here, man. Alcohol
you
always
say
comes.
that we encourage people to have a drinking problem.
Like you say, the name of the show is At the Bar Radio, man.
That's true.
What can we do, bruh?
You have a point there.
Yeah, man.
We're waiting on our guest to get here. Just taking off. No villains in the house. Come in.
Come on down to At the Bar Radio.
Yes. So, we got be an interesting show. Some crazy things been happening. CP3, I know you be doing your sports, and I'm sure we'll talk about this, later on. Apparently some shots were fired at the national game.
Yeah, actually, last night
It
during
wasn't
the
like drinking shots.
well, with some of those going on too, but apparently there was a shooting outside of the stadium with 4 people. From the reports I saw, 4 people got shot. They evacuated the stadium, suspended the game. They finished it up today, and they're also finishing up the in the 8th inning. Juan Soto just hit a 2-run home run to give the Nats back the lead 7-6, trying to salvage one of these 3 games out of the All-Star break. First game they got demolished 24-8. So we'll be breaking that down tomorrow. We'll also have possible Zoom call in from someone that was actually at the game. Big Hurt hit me up and said he had one of his folks that went to the game. I'm going to see if I can get her on the show to give her firsthand accounts of what went down during the whole situation down there, because I was watching on TV and I had it on a second TV where I had the volume off. So I looked up and I saw it said delay. I thought it was a rain delay, and then I looked and turned it on the main TV and said, they had suspended the game due to shots fired.
I thought your thug nigga senses went well when the minute somebody started shooting.
Man, I was tired, bro. I was out there. I had a 12-hour day yesterday selling cars, bro. So I was up early and out there late. That heat. That joint take you out, dog. So I was just laying on the couch watching the game. Next thing I know, I saw suspended. Then I saw the story that broke later on. I didn't even want to read more into it, but I looked into it a little bit the day before I came on the air. So we'll be talking about that tomorrow night also. And if you missed the Washington football season off-season breakdown with myself and Dujanay, we went live with that Thursday night. You can go check that out on my YouTube channel, Carol Puller III. That's with 3 eyes, not the number 3. And had a nice breakdown of the draft picks, the free agents, and we looked at the schedule ahead for next year. And, getting ready for training camp, which starts in about a little less than a week. So we got that coming up. Also be talking about the NBA Finals. Got a pivotal Game 5, I believe, tonight between pivotal fight Game 5 was yesterday. And I believe Milwaukee took the game in Phoenix to take the 3-2 lead, and they'll be looking to win on home court to win their first, their first NBA title. So we'll have Brian Brennan and Arun breaking down the NBA Finals as always, and we'll be breaking down the Nats and their slow start out of the All-Star break, unfortunately, and we'll be getting ready for football season right around the corner.
So I would be remiss not to say rest in peace to Bismarck.
No doubt.
Hip hop legend, I grew up on him. The Vapors, Just a Friend. I remember Picking Boogers, all that stuff. If y'all haven't seen the Box and Shantae story that was on Netflix, came out about maybe 4 years ago. It's a really great hip hop movie. Bismarck, you see how the song where he's beatboxing and Roxanne Shantae started from. Basically, it's from an incident where Roxanne Shantae and Marley Marl got into an argument. Marley Marl said, "Fuck this, I'm walking out." And Biz was like, "No, we're still gonna go on." And he's like, I know all the records, I could just beatbox that joint. And she was like, "What?" And then he goes out, and that's like, I'm Shantae, here's Biz Markie, and he's beatboxing, and he's done all the crazy sounds. You know, that was amazing. He was an amazing. A lot of people don't even realize, like, even after he stopped rapping, he was DJing. He was a celebrity DJ. Like, he DJed Bobby Brown and Whitney Houston's wedding. He was very prominent in the Maryland area. You know, a lot of people ran into him, you know, everywhere. So it was a very good thing. It was a very good thing. So we definitely, you know, definitely rest in peace to this Marquis. You know, that's a hip hop right.
Yeah, he was definitely pivotal in the evolution and revolution of hip hop, and his presence was still felt to this day. You know, still, you know, like I said, DJing and, you know, still in the music scene. So, man, it's a big loss to hip hop in general. Real hip hop, definitely.
CCP3, you slipping. I ain't get to play the Money Combo video yet. You know, the video where you rob a nigga in that joint.
Man, you know.
So let me play the Money Combo video. We got our special guest in the building as well.
No doubt.
So let me play the Money Combo video. We got our special guest in the building as well. Yeah, right over there. I can't see it. Oh yeah, can't I shout my man Go Villain up in here. Go Villain in the building as well.
Mr. Villain is in the building.
Are you ready for that TV3?
Gotta get started sooner or later, man.
You ain't gonna bother nigga after the show.
Try not to, bro. I gotta be to work early tomorrow.
You really want to play? Money, money's what I'm talking about. You don't really know what you're talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about. You don't really know what you've been talking about. Now I won't be the one who's really talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about. Money, make you shut him off. Never ever talk about it if you never had to go. You don't know what to say. Stay by the money, make you shut him off. You paying for the blues, boy, I have to make the call. Staying bills on your pivot, boy, if you come well. A lot of niggas be fair. You don't really got paid. We ain't got it every month, they know what you talking about. Screaming on my God, when they got me crying. It's like my life, check price. We just multiply, even on the rise. If we got some wings, fuck it, we gon' have to fly. Money, what I'm talking about. Yeah, my life, give me a bird use all my cash, niggas on my fight. You won't get it right, what you talking about? Money's what I'm talking about. Won't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money's what I'm talking about. Won't really know what's been talking about. Now I want me to talk about. You don't really
You
want
did
that.
it for me to
You
do
don't know
it.
what's up. It's money, 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 money. That's what I'm talking about.
Be careful, man. Be careful. Because you know him. That shit some crazy mix, bro. He got some song mixed in that motherfucker. Mixed in there. Yeah. I learned the hard way last week. I fucked up. Yeah, exactly. I was almost doing that last week, fucking with him. Ain't got the fuck
That's why I know. That's why I know. Joe.
Get it, man. You can never ever be rid of that. So what you say? What you do? If you play the game, you play by the rules. Money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you been talking about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about. We don't really know what you always been talking about. And I don't wanna be the one of us really talk about. You don't really want to play. You don't know what to say. It's money, 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 money is what I'm talking about.
Yo, that joint, BWA. Yo. That's what I'm coming to, yeah.
Can't remain.
Alright, we about to be doing something good. What up? We are back. CP3.
Yes, sir.
I think like that no pressure. Joint.
I like that beat. I'm a beat head.
Nah, nigga, you like the visual.
I was trying to give my connoisseur opinion first before I got to the video. But yeah, the joint was hot. We always got the hottest music, man. I love, I don't listen to this, new age of, hip hop is what they call it. But that's why I love the show, because I always hear some decent, if not impressive music on this show.
But that's the whole thing about the underground. It's like it's a lot of good music in the underground that doesn't go mainstream.
Mm-hmm.
So we got a very, very, very special guest. Hello. You put the mic a little closer. What's going on? How are you?
I'm fine. I'm great.
So I am 151. That is CP3. This is At the Bar Radio.
Mm-hmm.
We have another co-host, but she is not here. So we're gonna ask the food, and she's the mom of the show.
Pretty much.
Oh, she keep going.
She tried to.
She tried, but now she can't check us.
Yeah.
Because one of my pages is suspended, so she can't see all the ratchet stuff that we do right now.
Plus she out of state, so we
Plus,
should have stayed.
she did pull up on.
She did pull up us on one show.
One show we was asking the food, we was asking bad questions, and she just walked in and was like, "Oh, commercial break."
Yeah. About to reach for my pistol, man.
Oh.
Coming through the door like that, man. I ain't know what was going on.
So introduce yourself, and then we can start asking some good questions.
I'm pretty cheesy. I'm one of these new rappers, the hottest rapper right now. Period.
Oh, talk your shit. Talk your shit. Say, hey, it's Jess. So I love to ask you, what got you into music?
What got me into music?
Mhm.
I've been in music my whole life. Like as a kid, I was the girl on the choir since I was 3. So it's just a switch up of music. Like to be a rapper is really different than what I've always been into.
Definitely. I used to fake in church. Like I would never really sing. I just be like mumbling the words because I really couldn't carry a note in the backpack, and I knew that wasn't my gift. So I used to fake like shit.
There wasn't no point for me to even try to be in the choir. I didn't even try. I just sat in the back. I just sat in the back, dog.
You just nodded your head?
Yeah, I just nodded my head and went along, clapped my hands, dog. That's pretty much all I did.
Shit, I didn't even clap. I was like, this is too much work. CP3, you got a question?
The transition from the church into the rap game. Honestly, like I said, I haven't heard your music, so that's why he plays it sporadically, so we'll get a true, honest opinion of it. So, what brought on that transition from the church into the rap game?
All right, so I been stopped like been singing in church for like a few years back, but my transition basically like I be in the clubs anyway. I dance, but I haven't been dancing lately. But hearing the same music over and over again, like of course I wanted to get into it, try to change a little bit of stuff. But like my music is not like no other. Like I wouldn't even put me in the category of any female artists right now. I wouldn't say like my genre of music is just me.
No. What is your Mount Rushmore of hip hop?
My line,
Yeah.
hip hop like right now.
It don't matter. It's yours.
Like right now. Female or male or
Whatever you choose.
Whatever you choose. Keep going with you.
Nicki Minaj. I'm not too much gone off of rappers, but I love everybody. I don't know, 'cause I have a few people that I really like, even like the new people, like Young Miami. Like I love her. Just,
I mean, the thing about this when I ask that question is because your list is your list. So it don't have to be classic. It could be anybody.
right. So like I do like the City Girls. I was like Jill Scott. Like I had different genres of music.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's
I can't just say all hip hop artists.
a lot of people can. A lot of people don't just listen to all hip hop. So if you would ask, if you've ever seen like any classic hip hop interviews and stuff like that, I was always not shocked because I did the same thing. Like I've listened to Aerosmith. Like, hey, you listen to Aerosmith? I've listened to Guns N' Roses. Like, you know, but when you talk to like the greats, they don't just listen to one genre. They've always, you know, get inspiration
Yeah,
from
I was
genre.
definitely the girl in high school that wake up to MTV music jams, and you know they playing everything
Back when
from
you play videos.
from the Red Hot Chili Peppers to everything. I'm getting
Yeah.
up to this shit, going to work, like going to school every morning. So like, I definitely like, then you know when the PlayStation first came out and they had all the rock star artists, so I used to know all that music.
Definitely. CP3, what you got? If you slipping kind of slow, you need some more in your cup. Cup of kind of empty there.
I'm, you know, I'm pacing myself. I ain't messing with you, man. I remember like, last week was rough. But let's see. So you listen to all different type of genres, which I do also. What do you feel is the most influential genre that helped put you to where you are right now in your music career?
That's a good question from a thug.
Hey, man. Sometimes you know, it comes, man. So
Oh my goodness, that's like music that could touch you and you actually be sitting at home like that shit you gotta play to get through that shit.
So give us a couple of examples of who you listen to get you through that shit, besides yourself.
Okay, so if I'm really going through something, I gotta put on some good old Yolanda Adams.
Oh boy, she going
Man,
old
she
school.
went- see, you know that got one.
Yeah. She went that old
Give me
school.
through some real
Uh-huh.
stuff. I'm gonna put that on. Then
Okay.
once I'm about over that, then it depends on whatever type of stuff. Now, if I'm trying to get through something else, like I might put some Erykah Badu on. Nigga might gotta call Tyrone. So, I mean, it's all that how I'm feeling. I might even put some Anthony Hamilton on.
Okay.
You know, like I like different stuff. So it all depends on what I'm basically going through at that moment.
I had some flashbacks. 'Cause, you know, my mom was like a big Yolanda Adams fan. So just imagine when you trying to sleep
And that shit
on a
blast.
Saturday morning.
And she blasted it. She's blasting it already.
The whole contradiction is that though is if I blasted rap music, I'd be in trouble.
Exactly. Turn that
Oh
shit
my
off.
gosh, I love my mom, but yo, it was a big contradiction because I'd be trying to sleep, or I could have had a hangover, either or. You never know. It could be
Yeah.
both.
Both. Most likely both.
It's probably both. I'm not gonna just keep it 100. You don't get a name like 151 because you drink water all the time. It's not like trying to nurse a hangover, and then you hear the same song that you've heard for the last 3 Saturdays or Sundays in a row. You're gonna go to church this week? No, it ain't even. Church is tomorrow.
Hey.
Calm that shit down.
She trying to make sure you ready. Is you ready?
You ready? You got your Ma, I got 24 hours. I ain't even gotta get the clothes ready yet. Come on.
Gotta get ready, dog. Always gotta get ready for church.
But I did love you. I did like Yolanda Adams, but my mom. And every time she came out with a new record,
You knew all the songs.
I'm gonna buy her shit out. I ain't staying here this week.
See, my folks went old school. Earth, Wind, and Fire. What we had. That was play be wearing
Now, I'm
that.
at grandma's house.
Yeah.
I'm at grandma's house.
Definitely.
That's what it was.
So how long have you been rapping?
Like 4 months. Like 4 months.
So further, so you're pretty new to it, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What do you enjoy most?
What did I enjoy most? Like to express myself, cause I might be having a bad day, and I might pick up to the studio and write all that shit that went on that day. Like, it's very expressive. But I've always liked to sing, so it gives me my time to actually just be able to be vocal.
The one thing about hip hop is that it allows you to cuss people out without having to cuss people out.
Right.
No doubt.
Or tell a story without having to really tell it, and they don't know if it's true or not.
So it just allows you to really put a lot of things that's on your mind that you really want to tell somebody, shut the fuck up, but you really can't tell your parent. So but you can actually telling you to tell somebody to shut the fuck up, and your mom be like, you know, I don't like you cursing like that, but you thinking this song is really about you. But you know, it happens that way. That's the one thing about hip hop. It allows you to express yourself in ways that you know, as an artist that you can't. When I did music and stuff, it was such a, like, I be ready to cuss my mom out, my brother out, shit, my boss out, maybe my little sister. But as long as I was able to write, I spared a lot of people's lives.
Yeah, I didn't write, so I did cuss my boss out. Yeah, so,
Okay, that's why you have anger issues.
hey, resolved anger issues. I've been to therapy, damn it. Give me my credit, goddamn.
I give you credit.
Thank you.
You take another sip?
You know what? See, you trying to make me need therapy again, man. Fucking with this shit. I gotta go in early. I am too. But I ain't gotta be there till 11, so I'm good.
So you good? You take way more sips.
Oh yeah, it's just beginning. Oh, it's been a rough week, so you damn right. We drinking tonight.
It's just started.
He's a car
Car salesman, car shortage. Times is hard right now for a car salesman to make some deals, man. The month price going up and the supply going down.
It's hard out here for a car salesman.
No bullshit, bro. You be out there grinding, bro, 6-7 days a week in that heat like you a runaway slave, man. Ain't no joke.
So, real quick, how do you feel when you're in the studio? Like, what's your thought process going into the studio?
I don't know. Usually, I don't get the beat before I go in there, so I ain't really get. I just be trying to get it. Yeah.
So you write while you're in the studio?
Yeah, I do right while. Well, or while I'm just like doing little stuff around town, or I might hit somebody say some slick ass shit real fast. Like I might hold up. What you say? You write that. That's fast.
I would say this stuff that will cut on studio cost time. I remember when we was shooting, man, it's back in the day. We was going to the studio, and the first time we went to the studio, we all wrote in the studio. And of course, out of the 4-man group, there's only one nigga that paid. Me. So when I paid, I was like, well, damn, we got a 10-hour block and did one fucking song because everybody wrote in the studio. So after a couple times doing that, I was like, nigga, I will produce the beat and send it to you at home, and you should be able to write it at home because unless you're paying, then I'm not going to pay for you to write it in the studio. Because for me, which is more cost effective. So we went from doing for one song on a 10-hour block to doing 5 songs on a 10-hour block because we weren't writing in the studio. Now then we would have my homeboy. I love my cousin. He actually works with Max Dollars with Dramatics, but he had a bad habit of he loved to make beats in the studio. Nigga, we got equipment. We got shit at home and then touch it up in the studio because at the end of the day, it's just more costly. Now, if you're not paying for no studio time, and then it's easy to do that with. But like for my nephew, we have a home studio. He can do whatever he wants. But when we went to Atlanta, he was able to knock out. We went to the studio. We went to actually somebody else's studio first, but he was able to knock out like one song in 30 minutes. But he already had a beat and he already knew what he wanted to say and stuff. And the other people looking at him like, well, damn, how'd you do that? And it's like, because I didn't come prepared. Now, granted, they were good, but if you're spending $1,000, I want the maximum. You know, I want to maximize my time. And even my nephew, we went to a smaller joint. He knew, like, he had every beat that we knocked out 5 songs in 5 hours. So we had a 5-hour block, and I was like, hey.
Yeah, I ain't paid for studio.
So you good.
Yeah, I ain't come across that yet.
So it was good. So it was good. But, you know, you just never know because when you go to other cities, you might want to record in other cities. Like we got, like one of my things my nephew wanted to do was like he wanted to record that patchwork. So we wound up recording that patchwork. which is the legendary studio out in Atlanta and stuff like that. Now, somebody else was down, but he still got to record. But it's like when the guy ain't got out. By the time we finished that one song, the other guy was still struggling on several songs. Like, okay, we'll go.
See, but I feel like when I'm in the studio, because like my manager be there, so I be kind of need a little help, a little push, because I sit there and be like, I ain't doing shit. This all I got. These 8 bars. Because I get stuck and I'm like, yeah, I'm out of here.
Well, that's the good thing about a manager, though. Is your manager is there to push you to the level that to bring stuff out of you that you could. 9 times out of 10, a manager sees something in you that you don't even see.
Right.
So he can see you for your greatness, and you may think you're all right, but he knows that you can be great. And it's his job to get you to push through it, because I know how artists are. I've been an artist. You're temperamental. You're stubborn. Stop me when I'm wrong, anybody. When you're in your way, when you don't feel like, and a lot of times, an artist at times can be your worst enemy. Your own worst enemy, because you're like, well, I don't feel like writing this song. I don't really like this beat. I don't do this. I had to manage. You talking to a dude that manage and produce with 3 other people on the song with me. I already know. The juggling. I salute you, sir. I already know what you went through. Even that. Bad, but it's just even now with my nephew. My nephew is Renegade. Like, we just he got people to send him tracks. He just sent me a new song. And I was like, well, damn, where you get the beat from? He was like, oh, yeah, I got off of YouTube. Why are we using YouTube people when we have other people sending them songs? We know producers. And he doesn't see, because he's like, he's an artist. He felt like I wanted to rap that day. But I didn't find nothing I wanted to rap. But damn, out of the 800 beats these niggas send you.
Exactly. And he ain't even hit me up for nothing. I could have sent him a couple of tracks of my own and shit. I'm going to have a talk with Renegade.
Now you costing me money. And as a manager, he can relate. But now you costing me money, because now you done did this hot song that we don't own the rights to. But now you looking at me like we want to shoot a video to. So now I got to go find this nigga, pay this nigga, so we can at least have some credibility to this song.
He can work very damn.
I get it, but y'all don't know what y'all do to us. I feel his pain. He ain't gonna say it, but I feel his pain.
It's probably even more worse that I am a girl, because I'm definitely like, I'm not doing that. I like it. Nope. He'd be like, what the fuck? Like, I'd definitely be in my way.
So I got the go-go joint. Was it in the go-go?
Mm-hmm.
So what inspired it?
What inspired it? Can I be in the go-go? I've been in the go-go my whole life. Like, that's what inspired it.
I think that's a good look for a female, because no female artist out in the DMV came out with like a go-go.
Right.
And that's really crazy when you think about all, like, when it comes to using go-go beats and stuff like that, like Beyonce uses a go-go beat, He used a go-go beat, but it's a lot of female singers and stuff, but no female rapper from the DMV, I don't believe, actually came out with a go-go song. So I thought that was very unique. I think that was dope. I mean,
I'm an old school go-go head, so I'm anxious
old
to
school
hear.
with everything. You old school hip hop. You old school go-go.
I have to put that statement out there to quantify what I'm
But
saying.
then you only date young girls. What the fuck is wrong with you?
I didn't know, bro. I told you I'm a complicated individual, bro.
Nigga.
Bruh, I told you, man. It's hard being me, man. It's just, try to told you. But I'm saying, I'm interested here because like I said, I'm an old school go-go head. So, I came from when it was, when it's a whole different ballgame. Oh, okay. I can get with the bounce.
That's no EU backyard type of vibe.
Well,
Back, back when you could like, had pongos and thugging and.
I remember them days.
I bet you.
Because I do like the bounce beat because my little bro, he does play lead bass for the What Band. So, he's got me into the newer go-go, but I'm still an old school go-go head by choice, That's gotta be old school, dog. I can't help it.
How many crimes have you committed off an old school dildo?
Man, we not getting in my pack, man. See, we cutting up, but we not getting in my. And when you forgot allegedly, man, you got to put that word in front of that, man.
Lord.
Jesus.
Oh, Lord.
You know our stream is worldwide, man.
Yeah, I know.
I've been places and done some things, man.
Yeah, I know. We still trying to find your lost children.
Man, I told you they ain't gonna happen, dog. If they do come up, she kept them away from me. It was her fault, y'all.
I'm crying.
I'm so glad that you be calling the phone right now.
She probably is gonna call it and
You
shit.
like, oh yeah, because your shit is.
Yeah, she gonna probably on my feed. She gonna call it.
Yeah. You tag her?
Nah, I can't tag her on this joint. I had to switch up. I'm using your feed right now.
Okay. Good. You gonna get us in trouble. Well, you know what? I won't be here next week.
Exactly. I won't either. So I ain't worried about it. She got 2 weeks to cool off.
Definitely.
I be alright.
If I go to this video, let me just say, my man Gold Villain will be performing next on the 31st or the 30th? 31st of, which is a Saturday, and then at the Indie Fest, and then later that night we'll be doing an all-white party.
That's right, Saturday.
Yeah, I'm gonna be so drunk.
I gotta hit up Assad. Assad called me back, man. I called you yesterday and hit me back. I gotta get an all white sweatsuit for the joint, man. I'm gonna hit you up tomorrow.
The Thugs Angels across the back.
Yeah, nice black script handwriting. I want that shit pretty. But yeah, I'm gonna hit you up, dog. I need another outfit for the.
Yeah, you trying to
white
find a
party.
baby mama for all white party.
Yeah, man. I gotta coordinate, dog. I gotta step my game up.
That makes me think of Boomerang.
Hey, bro, I was watching it the other day,
Down with
man.
the spoon.
Hey, man. Classic movie, dog. Classic.
Yeah,
movie.
but that coordination was not about my life.
Man, mushroom life, baby. Mushroom life, baby. Got the belt, got the suspenders. You gotta have it all.
If I ever see a black man outside of a 90s movie in suspenders, they getting slapped.
You gonna see it, bro. Some of these new age skinny jean wearing dudes, they gonna put the suspenders on just for GP, so they can have extra high water.
If they got suspenders, they don't need. If they got skinny jeans, they don't need suspenders.
Bruh, if they were men, they wouldn't wear skinny jeans.
Look, that's their person.
No, I'm sorry, dog. I can't see it, dog.
That's your person.
If you see me in skinny jeans, it's a cry for help. Call somebody. That means something is
You
wrong.
meet the right woman, you'll be skinny jeans.
Shit, never that, bro.
She bound for you.
Never that. This going to be on the grill. 5-star.
You gonna put it on, you gonna be like, skinny jeans today, nigga. That's never let you down.
When I walk my ass shake, they want my King Cat. I need a break. You think I'm showing off? Yes, I know. Yeah, you know it. Leave a grown man in tears and take the keys to the bed with my friends on the weekend. I'm kind of Wednesday at the but you were proud and I had to let
Niggas block me right now for a picture of the year. Niggas, you never bounce and smoking at the same time.
Told you they got put the mouthpiece. Little bro be feeling that shit.
I got that video.
Nigga, you ain't tell me. I didn't know the video was over.
Don't worry. I got this.
I can't. Yo, Viv, you know you can't even skate. No, skate party. Yeah. Tonight.
You know, you start this one this year.
Who's this?
This is Jesse's story. They I met them through Sunshine Anderson. They did an interview with Sunshine Anderson.
If she could live in the fucking who was
Yeah, we had a great interview with her. We had a good interview with her.
Oh, you just ain't know her name.
Yeah, I know the song, bro.
Oh, that's right. I forgot you said you had another call in here. That's right. I gotta get ready for the show tomorrow day.
I ain't gonna lie, because this show be 3 hours, this shit takes a lot.
Then I do a 2-hour show tomorrow night.
Okay. So we're back. I see you was bouncing there, CP3.
Yeah, bounce beat, you know. Yeah, you know.
You young and grinding on you.
No, I was, when I was doing security in the club, I did have a flashback. You little shorties do be, backing it up on security guards every now and again. That should be cool though,
I bet it is.
See, I was the cool security guy.
First of all,
So
you security, you ain't supposed to be having nobody.
I can still secure the perimeter while getting cheeks put on.
Girls
Yeah.
definitely shake that ass on the security. I've definitely seen it.
It's one of the perks of the job.
Don't agree with this.
Because
You just making it worse for the rest
she
of
knows of what I speak.
I'm just saying.
That's all I'm trying to say.
If I'm looking for a nigga to secure my place, he should not be getting back that ass.
It's not my fault.
Oh, it's not your fault.
Exactly. I just be standing there making sure everything cool. Next thing I know, I got a young lady backing it up on me. What I'm going to do, move?
Is this true? Is this true?
That definitely goes down in the pub.
Thank you.
Security could just be standing there and girls might just
Yeah,
throw that ass in the
yeah, they was feeling it,
Okay, hold on. We got it. Hey, what's going on?
Hello. What's going on with you, man?
What's going on? This is 151 at the bar. Got CP3 in the building.
Yeah.
Pretty Kissy in the building. What's going on with you, sir?
Not much, man. How y'all doing, man?
Man, everything gravy, man. Everything gravy.
So, trying to call it a little earlier than I thought. Because you supposed to call it.
They told me.
I know. I know how Alexa.
Hey, she always be on point.
Yeah, she be on point because she's stressing that. Pretty Kissy, let me talk to the Atlanta gentleman real quick. And if you got any questions, if he's another artist, definitely can chime in. First of all, introduce yourself and tell us about yourself. We actually got two artists in the building. We got Pretty Kissy from the DMV, and then we got my man Go Billy from the DMV. We just having fun. We drinking and then it's at the bar. So
And that bottle got
What's
him.
going
So introduce
on with
yourself.
y'all?
Not much.
They backpack me, man.
Okay, backpack Ichi. What's up? What's going on with you, man? I know you're affiliated with my peoples in Limelight. So tell us about how you get started in music and stuff.
Saying how I started it.
Yeah.
As far as that single or just music in general?
And music in general.
Well, I say, like, it really came to me as a form of coping with, all my problems and stuff. It's just, I listen to music and it take me away, you feel me? So I just really started making my own music when I was like, I think about 10, 11. I used to sing. Michael Jackson, my idol and stuff. I used to be singing and dancing and stuff.
You know what? Both the artists in here today make me real sick. So both y'all niggas could sing, and I couldn't sing the whole note.
I be trying, man. I can't do it from the voice.
Yeah, I couldn't even sing with auto-tune.
auto-tune of a lot of people. My daddy used it.
It wouldn't help me. I learned at an early age in church that I could beatbox and that's about it.
Yeah. I stay in my wheelhouse, dog. I stay in my wheelhouse.
Producer, you a producer then.
Exactly.
I made the internet radio.
You too.
That's what I do. I produce. Yeah, I produce beats. That's what I do.
You got a question for Backpack Michi?
Being down in Atlanta, you know, that was a nice hotbed for hip hop music and helped elevate it to a whole nother level.
You got any children in CP3?
Probably not, because they probably graduated from school, so they might have relocated somewhere else.
I just want to let you know, because you can't see, but he's looking like, oh, this nigga.
I mean, anything's possible. I was down in Atlanta a couple of times in the early 2000s. You know, things was different back then. You know. I mean, anything's possible, but I ain't seen none of no kids, and like I said, if they do, if they are mine, she kept me away from y'all. It was her fault. But what influences that helped you put yourself in the rap game, being in that hotbed and knowing all the talent that's down there? What artists influence you, and what makes you think you can stand out in that hotbed of Atlanta right now?
I would say my biggest influence, I told you Michael Jackson was my idol. He could sing. But as far as rapping goes, I say Tip. He was the first rapper I listened to. I ain't listened to Tupac or Biggie or none of them. I grew up on Tip.
Skip Tupac and Biggie and straight to Tip Hop.
I mean,
because my dad was like 70 years old, so you got to imagine the music I was listening to growing up. I was listening to Earth, Wind & Fire, Prince, Isley Brothers, Mary J. Blige. I wasn't listening to Pac and Biggie. You weren't with all that rapping stuff. By the time I moved with my mom, it's like I got introduced to the rap. T.I., you know, what's your name?
Did you ever call 24?
You know?
Did you actually have a call 24?
Damn. Yeah, Tip. He was hot for a while. I was on a T.I. phase for a while. He put out some hot albums, so I can definitely see where that influence would you know, help propel you into the rap game.
What's your favorite T.I. album?
I said the first one. I'm serious. You know, my favorite song, or is that trap music? I think it's the I think it's trap music.
The first one is trap music. The first one is trap music.
You know, my favorite song. I think so. That in the 96 and all of it, that in my left. I ain't really trying to put my trap. That was weird. I'm rocking it. You got me freestyling and everything.
Hey man, that's what we do.
I freestyle on my music. I don't know.
Yeah, so what?
I'm from East Lake, but I was raised in Scottsdale, Georgia.
Scottsdale. That's a cool name.
Shout out Scottsdale, man.
Yeah, I wouldn't. I was just only mainly in Georgia, so I ain't got to worry about having no kids around there.
Okay, I am absolutely wrong. Fonzo actually is right. I'm Serious is the first one. Trap music, I'm Serious came out in 2001.
Yeah, I know. I'm Serious.
Yeah, we went to Trap Museum when we was in Atlanta a couple months ago. It's like going to a small club. Man, first of all, the line was like going to the club. That shit was literally around the museum. And then when we got in the museum, it was beautiful. And then they even had a bar and they had girls twerking. So I was like, damn, I may never do that ever again. Man. And then on top of that, they had a little joint out back cooking like food, and the food was bomb as shit.
Atlanta, when you go there, those countries, so you gonna get food.
Why is the first
time?
Hold up, time out. Why is this the first time I'm hearing of this? Why is this the first time I'm hearing of this twerking at the Trap Museum?
Oh, I didn't think
No, you did not. Why am I just hearing about this now? Bruh, you holding out on the brother? Okay, I see how you roll.
Yo, realize, so you know how you go to the club and the line be long and somebody come out with like, you can pay $20 to cut the line? So they had a lady come out, she was like, trap something, and she was an older lady, and she had blonde hair, and she was like, yo, if you want to pay an extra $20 to cut the line, you can. and motherfuckers was doing it. But this shit's like a fucking party going in that joint. They had a bar. You know how hard it is for me to leave a museum with a bar? I would never go to a museum in DC no more unless they put a bar in.
Nigga, you ain't
Like,
ever.
that shit is crazy.
I would learn every day.
I ain't never care. That's the new hangout stuff.
It was
I ain't
cool.
never been
It was cool. The funny thing is, so it's like this. You live in Atlanta, right?
there. Yeah.
So for you to go is not a big ass deal. So that's probably why you don't go. I don't
I
really,
just be too busy.
I don't really go to like shit out here. Like the first time I'm originally from New York, so I remember I had a partner. He used to tell me like, "Damn, yo, I was in Times Square and they got all this other stuff." Dog, you know, I used to go to Times Square and I never looked up until one day I looked up and I was like, "Oh shit, this is what other motherfuckers see." And I was like, Broadway, but this is shit that I grew up with, so it's normal to me. So when stuff is like normal to you, you don't pay attention to it as much. Like there's tons of museums in DC that out here that I probably haven't been to since I was a kid, and it's not that I dislike them; it's just that I don't think about it that much. But when you go in, you're like, oh shit, this is why all these people come flock here for shit.
It's been years since I've been to a museum.
That's what they want to allow guns in, nigga.
Hey, I can get it in. I can get the gun in. I ain't the problem about getting it in. I'm just saying.
Let's notice she's slowly further away from you.
I ain't scared of this.
I'm just saying. There's ways around. There's ways around everything.
Speak your mind, girl.
I'm just saying.
You got any other questions, CP3?
Let's see. Another good question.
Where did how many murders you got?
Nah, never on there, man. That's something off here we talk about.
So
Yeah. So, what do you see that separates you from the rest of the artists out here that's going to help make you make that leap into the mainstream and get the credit and the fame that I guess you're looking for being a rap artist?
What sets me apart? Man, I don't try to sound like nobody. I really make music for me. It's just people relate to me. I don't even really be knowing. I send messages to people. They just, I don't know. I just keep it real. They keep it real, man. I put my pain on the track. Just be in the booth, me and my feelings. I don't know what's gonna set me apart, man. I said no, I'm gonna be set apart. I ain't gonna do the same.
What would you tell any new artists out there?
Man, keep grinding, keep focused, and never give up. Man, shit, dreams come true. Keep going.
All right.
And don't be scared of constructive criticism.
Say that again.
Whoa.
Say that shit
That's something
again.
that's important that a lot of people don't get.
Say that shit again.
Nah, for real, because most people get discouraged. You gotta take that to the chin and keep going. And just because one person's opinion, I mean, you might have a million people disagree with them. So, hey, I take the odds.
Well, I mean, think about it. It's like when people hear constructive criticism, a lot of people hear constructive criticism, they think of it me.
No doubt.
Yeah, I don't take it like that, man. You gotta be strong. You gotta be humble. I'm humble.
And a lot of times,
I don't take it as hate.
I remember, like I said, I managed to have an artist. I remember my artist, my nephew. One day he sent me a song and he was like, yo, this. And I was like, yo, this song is last song. That's not me hating on him. That's me telling him, yo, dog, son, the last shit you just did, I need you to do something better. And when he came back with something better. But a lot of people, like, we got people that be like, yo, y'all review music, and then we review their music, and then if we don't give them the cookie cutter, oh, your shit's hot. If I think your shit sucks, I'm gonna tell you your shit sucks.
Yeah, we will.
They like, a dude told me straight up, he said, y'all was hating. I was like, dog, you sent me your music. Why the fuck? What? You sent me your music. What benefit is it for me to hate on you? Like, you sent me a B-side thing.
And nigga, I don't know you.
I don't know you. I don't know you. Your mama probably don't even know you at this point.
She probably regret having you.
Mama.
This is what happened with no adult supervision.
That's all I don't like. Yeah, people tell me no.
I mean, as an artist, you're always going to be a tough. As an artist, you're going to be a tough critic. Artists, you know, y'all be having hot songs and then y'all be like, I want the next song. Like, nigga, we ain't even finished writing this song yet. But, you know.
Yeah, I'm ready for my next one now. I ain't even finished doing this one. It really took off.
Exactly.
Everybody's not gonna like what you're doing anyway. Everybody's not gonna like what
That's
you're
true.
doing. Like you could have the hottest song and the motherfucker be like, nah, that ain't it.
That's
But
true. That's true.
it might be just certain genres of what they like. You know, that's what they gonna go with.
I mean, I'll be honest with you. The CP3, because he just played your video. To have him bouncing, this, like, he don't like a lot of shit.
Yeah, I mean, I can relate to it.
No,
I
you
can
don't
think
like
that it's okay, but to actually say that I'll play it after I leave the show, nah, that shit ain't gonna happen.
Yeah.
So, I mean,
I had some people probably do me like that. I don't know. I ain't worried about it. I'm still moving.
I really dig your mentality. I love going to Atlanta. I ain't gonna lie. We had so much fun in Atlanta. Shout out to King of Diamond. Gotta shout out to him. But we had so much fun because
Man, look, man, I don't want to hear about it, man. Especially with y'all being in Miami next week, and I ain't gonna be there, bro, for the second time in 2 months. Let me sell 3 more cars by Wednesday. I'm catching the flight down Miami. Fuck that. Let me get 3 more cars. Oh yeah.
is it, so where can they find your music at or anything like that?
They can check me up on. They can check me out on iTunes, on Spotify, Tidal, YouTube, everywhere. Type that PSV, it gonna pop up.
The thing is, I know your management, so I can't really ask you all them in-depth questions because I already know your paperwork taken care of. Because I know Stephanie, I know Alexis, I've interviewed them. Alexis sends people to the show all the time.
That's another thing I should have said. The new artists, get your paperwork right.
Say that again.
Get your paperwork right. You gotta monetize yourself. You put money on it, make money from it.
Some real shit.
That's another thing I should have said. The artist, get your paperwork right.
Yeah. A lot of people don't do that.
You ain't gonna invest in yourself. Watch somebody else.
I made that song like that, but you feel me? I released the beat, but at the same time, buy your beat.
Yeah, I need you to send that message to my nephew, my artist. Give me a track from YouTube that's really hot, but I know we gotta buy that motherfucker now.
Yeah, you got to buy it. When you start seeing the buzz, go and buy it. Why not? You better, you ain't doing nothing new. Listening to it every day in the neighborhood.
No bullshit.
Yeah,
you got to buy it. When you start seeing the buzz,
hit me because you can't find me.
you better, you ain't doing nothing new.
Everybody please when we broadcast on Facebook and then
Oh yeah, not on your page.
Yeah.
Bro, don't get me started, man. I've been drinking. I ain't trying to get my show taken off too. But
yeah, you say a lot of bad things.
Man, it's been a while, dog. It's been a while. I done left that whole thing alone because it's so bad. I'm not even getting 200 views on my show. I was getting out 2,000. They done shut my shit all down.
Well, when you say F Zuckerberg,
I mean, bro, when you put me in jail for something from 3 years ago, man, come on. Y'all put it on there, but you gonna put me in jail because I just reshared it. What kind of bullshit is that? I'm just saying.
I was on the show when you said F Zuckerberg.
Well, that was when we had also another mix that you put together, the 151 and fucking Jim Beam that I didn't know about, and my third cup in. It came out. Shit.
I'm out there. I told you it was 151 and Jim Beam.
I thought you said in your cup, not the whole bottle, goddammit. You got, yeah.
My cup is the whole bottle.
Exactly. See what I'm saying? See what I deal with around here? And they look at me funny when I get drunk.
With the kids, you looking at me like I'm the villain.
Do y'all think?
You see, that's why she don't have a cup. She's like, I ain't fucking with them.
We not white.
Come for me, guys.
It's so off the chain.
Bro, it's crazy.
So backpack meets. What's your favorite drink?
My favorite drink? I don't drink alcohol.
Oh my God.
Oh shit.
All right, look at
You better stay. I'm about to say, yeah, you lucky you still on the air, bro. He about to lose the feed on you, bro.
I might sit one with you and just sit on there and
Let me
I
tell you
don't drink,
something.
like, I don't have a favorite.
If you come to the DMV and you come to the studio with us,
You having a drink, my brother. I'm sorry.
I mean, I take some shots, man, and I ain't chasing it, man. We ain't chasing it.
Oh, we
I
don't,
take like
yeah.
2 shots and that's
They're
it.
definitely not chasing nothing.
We don't do that around
you
here.
make a statement like I ain't chasing it. Like we looking at each other like
that
do
we
have chased it.
we don't
Oh,
chase.
nah. I'm saying, 'cause I know I'm a lightweight.
I mean, I'm just saying,
Chase mine.
We don't chase nothing but money around here, dog.
No lie,
Hey,
artists
man, so
came.
like my side is Florida.
Artists came in one day and asked for H2O, and I was like, huh?
We don't have that
And
here.
they was like, what? I was like, yo, we got water.
Hey, you might go catch some rain outside, maybe. You know, I don't know about that H2O stuff indoors.
I was like, what?
It's raining up there.
Nah.
Not right now. But we actually do have some water in the fridge still, for real. I'm still shocked.
Nigga, that's because we had a lot of guests.
I'm just shocked that they're in there, bro.
I'm
And I
gonna
look
be
at
live on the show one day.
hey, bro, come on up here, man. Ain't nothing but love up here, man. We do grilling, chilling, sipping, and podcasting on Sundays, bro.
Definitely. I'm about
Really,
to
where's the food at then?
It's in there. You ain't look in the kitchen?
I mean, it's like 3 big pans. over
Man, I
there.
got salmon over there. I got some steaks. I got some burgers. Got some dog. Oh, ain't a game over
Yeah,
here.
that's-
Bruh, this what we do, baby.
So y'all carnivores and y'all don't chase the
Alcoholic.
liquor.
One alcoholics.
I just be trying to get my meeting yet certain young ladies' miles. That's all.
Lord.
You might put me on to a new drink.
Yeah, that the CPD don't get us canceled. The CPD don't get us canceled.
Bruh, it's been a while, but hey, you made the trick, nigga.
I'm about to play Paul Masson because I gotta get some things, like, he's off the chain right now.
I'm just saying, bro. I'm just saying. We ain't got no parent around, dog. Let's be cutting up tonight.
She gonna get your ass.
Oh man.
Okay, Danny, get me out. Here we go. Sound like something you do, nigga.
Doing no shit, she don't clean. Yeah, nigga don't know what I mean. I put that life was a dream. Yeah, fuck to a field. Yeah, she doing no shit, she don't clean. Nigga don't know what I mean. Yeah, but that life was a dream. Yeah, man, she clean. Nigga pulling up lines of the green. Ain't no moving my life on the screen. You know it do it that for the thing. I might call me a perk in the feet. Into a machine. Wanna stop at least 2 of them things. On the street like a shoe with a string. Nigga calling my phone, let it ring. No, I'm cool with them, be they gon' stink. And my bitches in prison, she mean. I just pedal and pulling the string. Put the yes in my wife, made it blink. You can ask so bad she a flame. Keep a mess on my face, like a spring. But the shit ain't as sweet as a sin. First, so I won't feel the pain. Lean, I tell you fucks the thing. Red, they gon' bust on my chain. Yeah, she ain't doing no chore, she gon' clean. Yeah, nigga don't know what I mean. Yeah, I put that life was a dream. Lean. I tell you fucks the thing. Red, they gon' bust on my chain. Yeah, she ain't doing no chore, she gon' clean. Yeah, nigga don't know what I mean. Yeah. I put that life was a dream. Just working that Eddie and making the kill. Pop up in that on a whole nother level. And I was at the foot out the bill. I'm at 4 for your bitch. I'm gonna make a big question. I'm not 7 things. I'm not with the extra. Call me your bitch. Only right that I bless her. And then if I bless her, then I miss her. dipping my fellas, that's me. You tell me I'm when she get in my company. Got that motherfucker, she get what she want from me. She get the naked when she go to joint from me. Get out there talking, get straight to the skin while they talking. She got a thing for the time to first. I give her my time and my time is first. Took off on the nigga, my time is first. They cut, yeah, my time is first. They don't want me to blind in person. I'm independent, I ain't blind in person. Slow my water, I can't find it. So much slow my water, I can't find it. So many bad things, I took all the so many bad on your bit, make a take off a all the jury got me strapped with the judge. Eddie, hurt, lean. When you punch to a thing, red, they gon' bust on my team. Yeah, she ain't doing no trust, she ain't clean. Yeah, nigga don't know what I mean. Yeah, I put it like it's a dream. Hurt, lean.
You got too much to over here. Bounce like this.
Feeling this joint.
Yeah, she ain't doing no trust, she ain't clean. Nigga don't know what I mean.
If you want to ride down ATL right now, nigga.
I bet, nigga. You reminiscent, ain't you?
Yeah, I can get down there in a minute, bro. Had some good times in ATL.
Y'all was up to the time, nigga.
Yeah. Except for they got that dirt down there.
Yeah, we really like that joint.
Yeah, that joint definitely had a nice vibe to a nice feel. I could see, I'd actually see me riding to that joint.
I bet you could,
Yeah.
though, with an unsuspecting young lady.
With a doobie in the right hand.
Yeah, I bet.
Yeah, I could see that, bro. Yeah, I could see that.
I bet. Oops. And I think we lost backpack with G2B now.
Oh damn! Well, that's the best way to make a exit and shit after you play a hot track. Like fuck it, drop the mic. I'm out. I don't got nothing else to say.
Fuck y'all, I'm done.
Yeah, I let my music speak for itself.
It's all good. I love talking to different artists from different states. You know, we get a lot of great artists in the DMV by like this networking and stuff. Like
Oh
that.
yeah, they always
And
show
so
love.
it's good to have. Actually, the first time that we've had the DMV artists and then national artists calling.
Yeah, so that's the other thing. When we go state to state, you know, we make these connections. We're gonna reach out. You never know, man. We both got mobile studios. We can shut up and do a motherfucking video, do a commercial, do whatever the fuck we want to do, cause that's how we roll here at the Bar Radio,
You know how
baby.
you have to tell you twisted?
Because I'm drinking this shit you put together,
Because you said fuck like 3 times.
bruh. This my third cup, so you know where we going tonight, bro. We only been on the air. I ain't even an hour and a half, bro. It's about to get wild.
Before you leave,
Oh, you know that. I'm going.
So what y'all
to
don't
some
know
more.
is, or everybody in the audience. So one time, I mixed, and I told him, I said, "There's one
Vaguely.
What is 151?
151 rum. That's where I get my name from.
Yeah.
I drink,
Yeah,
shots of
and I've
151.
had bad experiences off of that 151
So-
before.
He came for a show, and I told him, I said, well, I poured the 151 in the Jim Beam.
He didn't say it like that though. He just said it's 151 in Jim Beam. Yeah, Jim Beam is a whiskey.
I know what that is.
Yeah, 151
So
is a
Never
whole
ever
nother
again,
thing. So when
yeah.
he's saying it, he's pouring in his cup. So I'm thinking he's saying he's mixing 151 and Jim Beam in his cup.
Oh, he didn't say, oh.
Yeah, he didn't say it's in the bottle. So I'm on my third. Yeah, I'm on my third cup in, and then he says it again, like, yeah, you know, it's 151 and Jim Beam in the bottle. That's the first time I heard him say in the bottle.
Yeah, I can't even do Jim Beam.
So
My first real drinking experience was with Jim Beam.
So-
And I was butt naked in somebody's shower.
See,
Party.
see.
So let me defend myself to what he said. So you see that there's a big, we have a graveyard of liquor bottles that don't see. So this is all the shit that we drink on the show. So there's that big bottle of Jim Beam, right? And there's another bottle of 151, like 4 bottles beside.
Like I'm supposed to relate back to the, it's going to be in the same bottle.
I said there's 151 in the Jim Beam. I never said there's 151 in Jim Beam in my cup. I said there's 151 in the Jim Beam.
But who would
See,
think that you was going to pour the
See,
liquor into
thank
the
you.
liquor
That's my
bottle?
whole logic. And after that,
Wait, Tom.
I lost 3
So-
hours
so-
of my life that night. I could not recover. I don't know what happened in those 3 hours. I just know I ended up in no fees, and I spent $40. That's all I know. That's all I know.
You spent $60.
So that's what I gave her a
You
tip.
gave
I think
her
I
a tip.
spent $60. She did a good job. So that's all I remember. I lost 3 hours of time. I don't know how I ended up from Virginia in Northeast. I don't know how I got there. I just know I got home.
You was on vacation.
In in my defense, I would say this.
Uh-huh.
One, he said, who does that? My name is 151. He knows me. Like, this ain't like he don't know me.
Normally when I drink with him, I'm at my house, so I ain't got to go nowhere. So now I'm fucking with him over here. I still got to drive. Exactly.
Well, I mean, you know, the show's called At the Bar.
Before I started the show with him, I didn't drink like this. I did not drink like this. I was just drinking beer. They got me drinking tequila. I hadn't drunk tequila in 12 years. I didn't drink Mexican. I didn't have like 6 different tequilas in the last 3 months fucking with these motherfuckers. And then they gonna look at me like I'm wrong when I get drunk on the show. How you gonna bring liquor to the table and then I think I'm not gonna drink? Nah, it's because y'all always say I blame y'all. I want y'all to see the role y'all playing in my debauchery. Y'all always trying to say it's me. No, y'all are enablers.
Oh, wow. You guys are the problem.
I've been to therapy. I know what's going on.
As an impartial person, you feel that way? You can be honest.
I can't judge you. I can't judge you.
You can be honest. I mean, you know, I could be.
Like you said, his name is 151.
I mean, you know, I used to get off getting people drunk. I mean, that was my thing. You thought, oh, too bad.
I can't talk because like when I'm out with my friends, I'm definitely the one that come on.
Okay.
Uh-huh. Hey.
When
I'm doing security, when I see that, I'm like, oh shit, we gonna have a problem later on. Somebody gonna have to get the female security guard. Where she at?
It actually doesn't happen anything like that in a long.
She never said never.
Yeah, she said in a long time, and she don't look that old. So that long. I don't know how long that's supposed to be. That might be 4 months. You know?
No.
So what project are you working on now?
What project am I working on now? I just finished another song, so we're about to shoot the video when we go to Atlanta in August. That's what's next, and I got some beats that my manager's like beat my head in right now, so we can go to the studio. So
good job, manager.
I'm definitely gonna be in the studio probably this week, knocking these out the way. And I also have a band. Yeah, I have my own solo band.
What's that called?
We don't have a name yet, and we're working on it. But
I'll tell you what though. So when you get your band together, you can bring them back in, and we'll interview you.
okay, great. Well, we have the band together. We
Well,
just don't have the band name.
but when you get the names, we can introduce you.
So when I get the name or whatever, I'll bring some mom.
Yeah, we got you. The one thing about this show is like this. On the real shit, we have fun, we joke, but we actually support artists that come on. That's Go Billy. We actually support, so when artists come on, they show us love. We definitely want to show them love back. So we definitely try to provide for that.
Oh, and I'm actually about to be in this movie that Mother Ma's playing Big 50.
Okay.
So I
Right there.
got a couple scenes in that, like cool little background stuff, but you're definitely gonna see this ass. So,
I'm gonna leave that alone.
but you know who Big 50 is?
Mm-mm.
Okay, Big 50 is she was a drug dealer from Detroit.
Okay.
A woman like ran a whole ring, like her and her nigga at the time. They ran like it's a whole BT. It's a BT film, but it's definitely like they had a whole little episode on her and everything. So it's lit for the girl.
I like that you have different hustles. I like that you're in every, like, from the hip hop to the go-go to the act. I think that's a lot of people don't realize the importance of diversity in your portfolio, because who knew that Ice Cube was going to be a movie writer and producer when he was recording straight out of Compton? No one. Who knew that Ice-T was going to be a fucking cop off of Law and Order like the last 20 fucking years?
Yeah.
Dude made a song called Cop. Like, Ice-T transitioned from being a rapper to a rocker, and then he actually did.
That's how I can go from being a thug to a businessman. See, transition is possible.
I don't know for you. It's because
Bruh.
I'm for them.
I'm just
So
saying.
that one black sheep.
You how they have that thin line you can make it, bro. I'm trying, bro. I'm trying to walk that line, bro.
Okay.
There's a deal somewhere in my future. I just don't know where at.
I mean, you always gonna play the thug. When they need somebody, we need somebody to shoot somebody. We call them, you see.
As long as I get my Oscar, man, that's all I want, dog. Lead male thug.
I'm done. You got a question, CP?
Let's see. Being that you, like you say, you venture in and listen to different genres, and you know you're trying to make your presence known, like you mentioned that you have the go-go beat. You know, most female we've heard is female singers, but not rappers. What do you want your staple to be for the DMV and beyond with your sound? Because you can't really put a label. That Skype should be loud as much.
We thought you ran away from the interview. I was like, damn.
We thought you dropped the mic after that hot ass track.
Like, my music, fuck y'all niggas, I'm gone.
We thought you dropped the mic off that hot ass track.
I don't know what happened, man. Service went out. I don't know what happened.
That service do be fucked up in Atlanta though. I ain't gonna lie. I remember that shit was rough when I was down.
Miami services, they were.
Okay, so we're gonna get back to your question once again.
If I can remember that motherfucker.
All right.
So yeah, you see, you probably won't know.
I won't.
One we did, for one, it's some honest feedback. I like the track. Had a nice little vibe to it. Everybody was grooving to it. Stevie 3 probably can clean his gun to it, so it sounded pretty good.
Clean my gun and ride to it, bro. That's a hell of a compliment when I can ride and clean my gun to it.
I bet you probably kept a girl to it.
Yeah, you got to backhand to a rhythm, dog. Sometimes I make sure that money right.
You know what you doing?
First of all, he was just tricking on K Street. So
It's called. I told you I'm a complicated individual. Some days I can trick and some days I can pimp. Like I'm saying, I got the forehand and the backhand. I call one Venus. I call the other one Serena. You gonna catch one of them? You fucking around. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, don't get to do in trouble talk about guns and stuff.
Hey, I go to the range. All right, the legal range.
Is this shit legal?
Yes, this one is the one I go to the range with.
So let's ask. I guess. What did you think of the song?
that's why I had to ask. I thought it was Young Thug for a second. I'm like,
Yeah, that joint was a definite banger.
Cool.
I mean, everybody got a good vibe from the song, man. I think you're doing good things with your music and stuff.
I definitely could tell he's from Atlanta, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I
So
love
you
it.
can tell from Atlanta.
Oh
Yes,
yeah.
I can.
Oh that beat. that
And the
beat.
flow is definitely
Yeah.
ATL.
Yeah, that flow is definitely an ATL flow. And nothing wrong with that.
I can feel it though, man. I got something on the way for y'all.
Oh yeah, you gotta be
Got something on the way
diverse.
for y'all.
Yeah, you gotta be diverse in your flow. I know. I love doing that myself. So
You know, CP3, you put a lot of big words, but you sleep on the thesaurus.
I've been studying, dog. Told you, man. I'm drinking milk now, dog. We ain't kids no more. We ain't kids no more, Craig. We grown now. I'm using big words. Bro, I told you, man. I told you it's gonna be a wild show, man. We ain't got no supervision, and I'm drinking this Paul Masson. I told you what happened when I drink Paul Masson, though.
It's a mixture.
You know what's coming out, though.
Y'all keep mixing shit.
He's a mixologist and shit. He the one that want to mix like a smash
And
scientist
y'all
and
not
shit.
even mixing like chains with the liquor. Y'all mixing liquor with the liquor.
Wait.
Like-
It's not y'all. It's me.
Exactly. He's
My
a
dad,
he's a
Jack
drinker.
Daniels, man.
You're Jack Daniels. So let me tell you
Yeah,
real
my
quick.
dad drank that, man. I grew up sipping on love.
Well, he about to learn you something real quick. Sit back. He about to teach you a thing or two.
Exactly. So the one drink that we don't drink at the bar is Jack Daniels, and the reason why is because we drink Uncle Nearest. Uncle Nearest is the slave that Jack Daniels got his recipe from to make the alcohol,
Oh, man.
and it's a black-owned business. So our other co-host who's not here right now,
got
Lady
a deep
Antoinette,
thought about this,
told
huh?
us about that. So
Yeah, we got
whenever I don't, after she told us that, I really don't get Jack Daniels or disrespect the Jack Daniels, but I'd rather support the black home business. And who he originally got the recipe from was Uncle Nearest.
You
think we
ain't
got
no
it.
disrespect.
I gotta put my dad up on game.
Yeah, hit him up, dog, because that's all we drink.
And Uncle Nearest got a one with Kick the Jack.
Yeah, he got that 100 proof, had me in this joint, boy. Woo, boy, a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah, he don't need that much kick now. He's 70 years old.
No. They got a less than one for him.
Yeah, they got an 80 proof too. I don't know. I don't want to mess with them, but yeah, it's definitely something that had him sitting back and think about some things.
Yeah, you know.
But that's deep. Like that's deep.
Oh, you gonna learn some things on this show too.
We have fun, we joke and stuff, and when she brought it to us and she told us the story, I was just like, oh fuck, that's something I didn't know. And then the lady who owns it, I think she's from this area. But it was, I didn't even know that the Jack Daniels stole his recipe from the slaves. So that basically that the family sued to get the recipe back, and they made it a little bit better.
Then imagine that's just one incident of one thing. Imagine how much other things have been stolen from black people, and then it's just crazy.
We already know. There's no reason even to go into it.
A lot of things stolen from us.
Exactly. We literally have created success. The funny thing is, if I ask people who actually made the traffic light, half of people wouldn't even know that Garrett Morgan, who's the black man, made the traffic light. And I actually done that with a hip hop song from KRS-One, Boogie Down Productions.
So you better make me get on my soapbox. 'Cause I was talking about this the other day with somebody about this country and the effect that black people had on it, because people don't talk about the reason why this country became the superpower that it was. It was based off of slavery, because they were getting free labor from Chinese, African, and Indians, which propelled them. When Eli Whitney created the cotton gin, a black man, it changed the whole complexion of the world, because then America was supplying cotton to the whole world. They were getting free labor, so that means everything they were making was profit, which propelled them into the Industrial Revolution, which had them using machines when everybody else was doing everything by hand. So you can honestly say this country was fueled and made so-called great by the blood, sweat, and tears of immigrants, black, Asian, and Indian. It had nothing to do with the white man. The white man just had the power, the guns, and the laws on their side that made this possible. So if you want to have that real conversation, see, that's the thing. Folks don't want to have that real conversation because it's going to strike a nerve, and they don't want to acknowledge the logic of the realness and the bullshit of this country.
But the thing about that is, like, the Monkey Wrench was actually created by John. He's actually a boxer.
Jack Johnson.
Jack Johnson.
Yeah,
that is correct. But he also created the monkey, something that we use on a day-to-day basis. The fact that we've had the like meat trucks that have the ventilator system with the ice and stuff. Okay, that was created by a
black man. Yep.
But these are things that no one ever talks about.
This is how you gotta look at it too, because you know how the black people just stopped making dances on TikTok, and everybody don't know how to dance all of a sudden because they're not stealing their dances no more. Yeah. And all the white people are getting paid more for some stuff that they've taken from the black people.
See, you about to get us taken off air. So you going somewhere? You know what I'm saying? You about to get us taken off. So you about to get us taken off. See, don't make me get into some real deep shit. I ain't even gonna go there.
I love these conversations because one, we're looking at all different age groups, right? And if we don't spread the knowledge, people are not going to hear it.
True
so
that.
If you don't tell the truth, then a lot of people, like my nieces and my nephews,
and it's continuously going on. It ain't stopped.
I mean, it's never going to stop because
it's continuously going on.
That you got to look at it. The system is created by who? The white folks. So they know the rules of the game. So this is why I tell my fellow brothers and sisters, you can't hate the white people. You got to get in close with them. You got to learn the game. Yeah. Fight the system from within. That's why I've been fucking white women for so long.
They ain't got nothing to do.
I'm just saying. You got to get in. You got to invade yourself. I'm just saying, you gotta get in, you gotta get in there. You know what I'm saying? You gotta get in, you gotta be in bed with the beast, man. You gotta learn the loopholes and the rules to get over and get through the bullshit. And that's what I've done.
You were saying some really deep shit until you got to the end.
You know,
He had something up his sleeve.
I had to believe you in, Exactly. You got to understand how the system works in order to beat the system. And I've been in a lot of situations where I've had that work to my advantage to know how to play the system off of itself instead of being an angry black person that's cussing and fussing all the time. Sometimes you can talk quietly and still get more point across than yelling, cussing, and fussing and talking about you ain't no punk. It ain't about being a punk. It's about being able to leverage what you know and make somebody else understand that they didn't fuck with the wrong one.
So before I let you go, I got one thing I want you to do for us if you can.
What's that?
We have my favorite segment at the show. And CPP will introduce the segment to you.
One of the best segments on any podcasting network anyway. We call it Bars at the Bar.
So basically, I don't care if it's written. I don't care if it's a freestyle. It could be either 8 bars, 16 bars. It could be, take a little something for us.
Alright, I say, let me speak down. Hold on. Yeah, I want to come on every motherfucker. I say, hold on. I got you. Hold on.
We got time. I know
Okay.
the bar.
Okay, I got you. Good night. Very drip, nigga. Feel like you. I know it's obstacles. It ain't gonna be easy. Ain't gonna slick to a nigga who greasy. Put a whole pint when I think about cheesy. I don't give a fuck what they think about me. I get on the beach and I get a little preachy. Get on the line when I feel a little freaky. Be careful this drip like I get a little leaky. Money get low, I get a little sneaky. Call up the gang and it get a little creepy. I don't mind beef and just make sure it's meaty. All you can eat cause I heard you were greedy. When I lost grandma, so it hurt me deeply. My head started thumping, my stomach was queasy. Told them I got it, but they didn't believe me. I think the Lord for these blessings he feed me. Let's keep it real. These rappers can't steal me. When I hear that music, I throw out that CD. I cook up like Destiny, more like a DD. Whole lot of wine in there. BB and CC. Invested too much, ain't got time for a freebie. I want your weed, that weed ain't gonna leave you. She good with her brain, so I let her come teach me. Say they won't smoke till they get a little wizzy. I say what that Drake, but don't call me the wizzy. Put on that fiend, I'm a shark in the ocean. Don't pay for that feature, that verse can stay open. 1 in a million, I feel I was chosen. I told my girl if I win, then we both, and she sat back and told me she already knowing. Keep doing what I'm doing, cause it's already showing. And then I told her, truth be told, I'm one of the realest. Get in my bag, I'm getting my feelings. I used to get mad, now I get mean. But still fuck 12 and fuck your opinion. This hate a pandemic, so I keep my distance. Speak for the people, I made them listen. They know it's real, I ain't had to convince them. Free that one more, they keep trying to convince me. The truth be told, it's a pandemic. That's uncommon, so.
Nice. He spit hot fire. That shit was fire,
I
dog.
like that BB and CC wine.
Hey, that shit was hot, dog. That shit was hot.
Appreciate it.
We definitely gonna do I love I will go definitely go on Spotify and download your single and stuff. I actually have a Spotify, I have 2 Spotify playlists. I just started the new 2021 version. So I just want to support all artists on that have a Spotify and stuff like that. So I add it to my Active Bar playlist. We definitely
I appreciate it.
When you get a video, dog, send me the video. We definitely play it. We play videos here too as well.
It's on YouTube right now. Backpack Misha.
Yeah.
Okay.
When we get down in Atlanta, we want to get down there and have a chick twerking with some peach tea, man. So I'm gonna hit you up, dog.
Peach tea.
Yeah, that's what they know. That peach tea ain't no joke, man.
I love peach tea, but I'm saying twerking with the peach tea is just, I don't
That takes skill because you don't spill the drink. You know, you gotta be able to.
If a bitch is shaking that ass right, that drink is going over.
That's what I'm saying. You gotta have that skill. Just saying.
They acting crazy. I'm about to play another song. They acting crazy.
I used to work in the strip club too. I done seen a girl do it without making
Your backpack
drink
music,
spill.
we appreciate you. I look forward to you doing this thing. They're insane.
It was milk too.
And we appreciate you.
And I'm sober.
He's sober.
I'm not. I am not.
That sound lit over there.
Dog, we gotta get you down here in the studio.
No doubt, dog. No doubt.
Hey man, I fuck around and get lit just cause y'all lit.
Yeah.
That's what we do, baby. All day, every day.
Next time in Atlanta, though, I definitely get you up.
Bro, call me. I'll give you my contact and you just gotta hit, you know who to talk to.
Yeah, definitely.
No doubt. Well, we about to be on the road, baby.
So
Yes,
we'll
sir.
be here in a
All
couple
right,
of months, but definitely, dog. I appreciate you. I love the song. I'm gonna holler at Alexa to get the link for the video. And yo, dog, we all gonna support. Like I said, I'm gonna go to your Spotify. Definitely download your joint and support, dog. This is what we do.
I appreciate it. And I got more music on the way, so stay tuned.
Yo, and you know when you drop another joint, yo, do a follow up interview. I got you, dog.
I appreciate it.
All right, man. You be easy, man.
It's just the first minute. We got minimum time.
Definitely.
Yeah, sip some of that PC and smack a chick on the ass for him.
Thank you, brother.
All right,
You know
man.
what?
They go hand in hand. Atlanta and smacking pics on the ass in Atlanta. Come on now, go hand in hand.
You know you see because you be out of control.
I'm just saying.
That's how he get in trouble. I see it.
I'm
I think
innocent.
he's the shit starter and you just follow it up.
I'm the innocent, man. I'm just speaking on fact. That's all.
Just saying.
I said nothing wrong during this whole show. I just spoke facts.
I mean, no, do you fine? Do you
Exactly.
So,
Thank
Billy,
you.
you see. So I just want to let you know, go, Billy. You saw CP3. You talking the food that had nothing to do with me.
Man, I'm just here for the show. I'm just here so I don't get fined, dog. I'm just here so I don't get fined. I'm just here so I don't get fined, dog.
Yo, they can't even. You know what they can't say. Like, I'm just speaking truth. When niggas say to speak the truth,
That's
man,
your truth, not mine.
That's their way of separating them.
Uh-huh.
Like, yo,
Yeah, that's your truth. Yeah, I don't have nothing to do with that.
All right. So, so we are so off the rails right now.
And it's on not even 2 hours yet.
Damn. What is wrong with you?
Man, I told you, man, I had with no supervision, dog, it was gonna get wild.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
So what do you look for in the beat?
What I look for in the beat. See, I don't really look for nothing in particular, but like I might be in a certain space that day. I'm such a girl. So
Temperamental.
and I might be in a. They might bring me that bounce that ass beat that day, and I ain't trying to bounce that ass. I'm trying to talk about this nigga that's getting on my motherfucking nerves. So it all depends. Like, so it could be. It's really off of how I'm feeling. Like I might go in the studio and hear something sweet and be like, we can do that another time, but today I need to cry. I need to cry this shit out.
But I respect that because you go on with what you feeling. You don't try to force it.
Yeah, exactly.
A lot of artists do that though. A lot of artists try to force the song.
See, but when I feel like I'm trying to force it, it's like I'm not getting it, I'm not flowing, and I don't feel it. Like if I'm not feeling it, it's not gonna come out right in that booth.
This is the part I really want people to pay attention to. Granted, I want people to see the whole interview, but what she said though is so true because a lot of artists, this is what a lot of people fuck up at. Like on some real, we gonna keep it 100. A lot of people fuck up because they'll force a song that they ain't ready to do yet, and like you're expressing like yo, if I ain't feeling it,
Yeah, I'm not feeling it. He know all but hit. They think it's the hit. They in there, everybody popping their head. It's lit. It. I'm sitting there like, hell no, I ain't doing it. That's why he probably be like over my shit sometimes, but he.
And that's why I could never be a manager.
But the thing about that is like respecting what an artist is telling you.
But then when
I
we do get to something that I really want to do, he be like, all right, cool, you know that. All right, now I see where you was at with it, type shit. So like, it does work out.
But I get it. If you're not feeling it, you can't force it. I definitely understand that. Because, like I said, when I make beats, I'm in a certain mood. Sometimes I make a track that's 20 minutes long with 4 bridges and 3 breakdowns just because I done had a rough fucking day. And then I make a dubstep beat that I do for like 10-minute track with, 4 bridges and just like, fuck it. And it'd be the hottest shit out there, but it's all in what you're feeling right there. So I feel you on that. I just couldn't deal with the temperamental artist. That's why. I just make beats.
Nigga, because you a temperamental nigga.
Hey,
What's your
exactly.
sign?
Scorpio.
Oh my God.
See, why do we always get that reaction? See, I under it's some sorry motherfucking Scorpios out there. I know, I
I'm not
admit
saying
that.
I sleep with one every night, so. What day is your birthday?
So she knows the pain.
Yeah.
I'm right in the middle of the month, so I know I'm the worst breed. Yeah, but all Scorpios aren't bad. They aren't, man. They aren't. It is some sorry motherfuckers out there. Trust me, I know 'em. I used to be one of them, but I'm a changed man. I'm half a shit now. First, I wasn't shit. Working to be full shit. Process.
Oh,
He made it.
he is off the chain.
Oh boy.
Yo.
Hmm.
Shout out Go Bell, always supporting us, always doing this thing, man. Always supporting us, but you should be wild.
I'm just saying. Oh, I forgot. I got a story. All right.
Oh shit.
You know, I talk about these these new age.
Wait a minute. When you go to the store, I'm about to play a song. I'm gonna use the restroom.
All right.
And
Yeah.
it's a CP3 story, so I know I'm probably gonna take another drink.
Well, it's not me, but it's a story that I heard that is
Are
gonna.
you sure it's not you?
No, hell no. I'm never gonna do no crazy shit like this. But this is gonna be directed to these young, so-called, I don't even know what you call these skinny jean wearing.
Why do you go?
Dude, because most of them wear skinny jeans, and I don't know why women are attracted to this shit.
That's their preference.
So we can see the print.
Yeah, when I do security, I tell niggas go ahead in because I can obviously tell you don't have shit that you sneaking in the club. That's what I'm like, dude. Both of y'all got a monostat 7-2 because both of y'all got yeast infections, dog. Come on. I'm just saying.
Please put the song.
I'm just saying. I don't get it. We used to clown niggas with skinny, with straight leg skinny jeans on back in the day. Now,
Well, it's a new age, and now they clowning the niggas with the fat jeans.
and that's why they can't have no kids. They balls can't get no circulation because they tucked up in skinny jeans.
You know what? I'd rather for them not have them than
It's crazy.
You do when you've been under pressure. When it's spoiled out. You can try to be about that action. When you spoiled out. Read the motion you be showing them.
That just got my feedback right.
Around and I will lay you down.
Oh yeah, I meant to pull it down. That's right. They finally got back right after he tripped over the first time. I've been using your feed anyway.
Shit, can't stand that. You fuck about your opinions. Know that you can't stand facts. Money on the table after 2 years. Yeah, man, I'm blessed, dog. Came from a long way. I must be fresh, y'all. Yeah, now can't think later. Yeah, now real niggas make you. I love you, man, I need you haters. I need money, so fuck it, right? Wanna see you go far. It's gonna be okay. When your money looking tough, it'll be okay. For my family, I'm making calls. It'll be okay. As long as I just got it strong, it's gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. Talking about the bank.
You got some salmon, you got hot dogs, you got burgers, you got steaks, all in there.
Looking at you from a different angle. Star in this big spangle. You not gonna tell me what I can't do. You mad at me because I ain't you. Need my money clear and break blue. We talking money by lane, bro. We talking plugs that ring, bro. We all black like limbo. Got the thing choke, whole string go. Taking these shots, right up the block, where you miss, talking that out.
Yeah!
Baby snitch, I'm on the block, what's it, 30 assists, I'm on the block, gotta get mine, my time is my rent. They wanna see me go I'll be okay. Me and money in the top. Gon' be okay. Put my family make a call. It's gon' be okay. As long as I just got it strong, it's gon' be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay. We're gonna be okay.
Out these niggas at the bar be on the grill.
Oh yeah, then. Girl, I've been waiting and waiting for this moment and this time.
Shout out my nigga Flex. What? What this nigga know about this song right here? Come on. Can't play the video because you gotta be over 18.
She's on the way. My hand. Tonight, you'll be my beat. Damn. You some evil right.
Alright, God. Appreciate y'all.
Thanks for having me.
You know what? I want to get pictures. I mean,
Nine arrive on her date. See what you say, sorry. They call me Nifta. Yo, Viv, you know you can't even stay. Yo, get party. Yeah, man. I got it tonight.
Wow, yeah.
If she can get up and come to that catering, I'll be happy too.
How you doing? How you doing? At the city,
Maybe you down.
Oh. Hey, that's the story. So nice to see you again. How you doing? Great. Good, you?
What it is?
You still sell CDs?
Yes, of course I
How
do.
you don't people listen to these anymore?
Oh, yeah.
That's what he got.
You got some classics too. You got Monica, LL Well,
Put your joint over there, bro.
For sure.
Yeah,
Jesse Story, baby.
Oh yeah, I love that one.
This didn't even come out yet. Hold on. You got t-shirts too?
That's right.
You can't do it. Chad, you gotta pass it down. You can't do it this time, Chad. You
Now
can't do
you
it.
don't speak English.
I can't.
Yeah.
I can't.
You can't do it, Chad. You gotta hold it down.
What's up, y'all? It's your girl DJ Family.
Yeah, all things to the
Here trying to
rock,
get things turned up. I need all my status in the skateboard right now. It's about to go down. Let's get it.
Store gotta be $8.
It's just one of those days, whole day moves. Got me in the days, make a kid lose his cool. I can say, baby, something crazy. I can say that, then you pull up in the Maybach. It's not a word for me. The story, that's the move. He just touch my soul. Take shade story. It's your thing, son. Take the crown, hold it down. Cool it down.
Hi, ladies. When you get in there, make our move just like that. No extra stuff. All right, got it? Got it.
Hi, ladies. When we get in there, make our move just like that. No extra stuff. All right, got it? Got it.
that's what we do.
Like what you got. These guys go first.
CP3, we about to be back.
All right.
B3.
Yes, sir.
Man, you a wild boy.
Hey, man, you know, I
You a
told
wild
you it's
boy.
going to be a wild show, man. No supervision, you know, alcohol in the building, mix it up. Paul, I told you what happened with that Paul Masson, dog.
Nigga, stop blaming Paul.
I told you, man, me and Paul, man, that's a bad motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, I bet.
Hey, yeah, I see. I told you, man. Well, when we finish the bottle, you probably gonna pour some more in there again. So
Yeah, my son got some.
I know. See, I already know. So
Yeah, so
luckily, we not on the air next week.
So next week you'll have a break, but then I'll be coming back. I don't know what we'll be drinking. Maybe we'll open the summer Ciroc.
Man, I told you if I can get those 3 sales by Wednesday, nigga, I'm gonna be on motherfucking for
So
airplane
when we come back,
man.
when we come back at the end of shit, I don't even know how we ain't gonna have a show the first of all these niggas do. You got so much to do that Saturday. It's gonna be fucking crazy.
Yeah, I gotta. Yeah, Saad, if you're still watching, I'm gonna hit you up again, man. I need me a nice white outfit for the party. I gotta go get some white shoes. And I think I might get me a nice white hat to go to. I'm gonna be fully coordinated for a white party.
And then you're gonna find you a nice white girl.
Hey man, it all makes sense, bro. It just lines up like that, dog. As long as she got a 680 credit score, that's all.
That'd be 6'8".
680 or higher, you know. That way she can qualify for some finance. I need me a ride. Oh.
So, you know, because we had to go into it with the guests, we didn't finish going through sports and stuff like that.
Yeah, it's not, like I said, it's not too much. The Nats did pull out the win in the final game of the series with the Padres. They won 8-7 after Brad Hand gave up the 7-6 lead after Juan Soto hit a 2-run home run in the bottom of the 8th to take the lead back after San Diego had taken the lead back. So at least we have a bright spot to talk about on the show tomorrow night on Sports in the Hill podcast. We'll be breaking down the Nats week that was. We'll be talking about the NBA Finals with the Milwaukee Bucks taking Game 5. And I believe Game 6 is on Monday night. So we'll have Brian Brennan and Arun breaking down the NBA. We'll also talk a little NHL with the expansion draft with Seattle and the players of the Capitals left exposed for possible expansion team taking them off of the roster. Some interesting moves. We'll definitely go over that. Robbie already sent me the link to that, so we'll be talking about that. Also, tune in Thursday night for our boxing special. We'll have Paul, the boxing guy, on, breaking down all the fights in the recent months that we haven't had a chance to cover. Just had a fight last night with one of the Charlo brothers. I can't remember what Jermale, I think it was. It was a split decision, I'm sorry. He was looking to unify the title belts in the welterweight division, and it was a split decision draw. It was a Mexican. I can't pronounce his name right now. Don't even give me a try. No, because I'm drunk. And Jamil Charlo. I know I'm probably getting it wrong, so that's why we got Paul, the boxing guy. But him and his twin brother are, dominating boxing right now. And last night I felt like he lucked up into a split decision draw because I felt like the Mexican took it to him most of the fight. He did have, I feel like he had a couple of flashes in the fight, but I felt like the Mexican was taking time and space away from him, was putting the pressure on him, and he looked more effective. I think he got bailed out. It was a 114, 113 for the Mexican, 117, 111 for Charlo, which I didn't see. And then I think it was a 114, 113 draw, 113, 113 draw or something. They made it a split decision draw. I got to go back and look at it again. I was drinking last night too, so.
So you came down on the show.
Yeah, I was like 325 ounces in, man. It was a rough, like I told you, it was a rough week, dog. It was a rough week. That heat was a motherfucker.
Let's talk about rough weeks.
Mm-hmm.
So, I always post different stuff on the page. So the first way I'm gonna pull up is woman breaks into dentist office and pulls 13 teeth from patient. A Nevada woman broke into a dentist office, stole money, and pulled 13 teeth from an unconscious patient on 2 separate occasions in Washoe County. She apparently stole almost $23,000 in cash and checks in this May 3rd break. And then it's really weird because not only did she break in, but she pulled a motherfucker's teeth.
That's
Like
crazy.
13 teeth. Like that's a little excessive, man.
I mean, she had to have some issues going on to do that to somebody. And I mean, how much time did she have to pull 13 teeth out of somebody? Where the hell was the doctor at? What the fuck was going on in that day? Bro, that's a lot of teeth, bro, to pull. She had some pent up frustration, but
Yo, but no.
where the
This is
fuck
her
was the
second-
dentist at?
This is her second time doing it.
So that means this dentist, what he doing, man? Hitting the bowl, getting some dome. What he doing, bro? Something ain't right, man. I need to go to the dentist myself, but now hearing this story, I don't know, man.
Yeah, that's crazy, right? 13 teeth, and like I said, she stole almost $23,000 in cash.
Wow. I also got a story I'm looking at right now that I wanted to bring up on the show. I'm trying to see if I can find it
Go
again.
ahead.
Apparently, where'd it go? Yeah, here it go. In Frederick County, at a woman's home that was known as the, where'd it go? Oh, they don't have they had a hold of the marijuana hotspot in Frederick. They issued a warrant and did a search warrant on her home. And I wish I could find, I knew I should have screenshotted it. But she basically had almost every narcotic known to man. She had mushrooms, she had coke, she had weed, she had the dab wax, she had Oxycontin, everything. She was selling it all out of her home. And she just, they raided her home in Frederick County. It's now being someone of the other, other side of the law. There's certain rules when you're dealing in narcotics, and the fact that you were known as the marijuana hotspot in the area, you already done fucked up. So I mean, I say that to say this, that I saw we talked about Virginia legalizing marijuana in dispensaries and possibly trying to get finance to open our own dispensary. Maryland announced earlier in the week that they're talking about doing the same thing. So I'm announcing right here on the air, if Maryland does legalize marijuana, I will be putting in the permit, in the paperwork, to own a legal dispensary in Maryland. And if anybody wants to contribute to be a part of this venture coming down the road, feel free to hit us up because we're going to make this happen. We've got millions of our brothers and sisters locked up because they were selling marijuana, so-called illegally on the streets, but now because it's legal, you have a certain class of people making money off of it and being millionaires off of the same hustle that we were using that they threw us in jail for. So, yeah. I'm in the process of watching this very closely. You see, I would do Virginia, but Virginia is the Commonwealth state, and yeah. I was working on the track with my little bro, about the Commonwealth and what that truly means. But if it comes to Maryland, yeah, I'll be on the lookout because we might have a Sports OTHP, True Radio Network / At the Bar Radio dispensary coming to you soon. So I just wanted to put that out there because that's something I'm working on and thinking about right now. They found $25,000 worth of drugs in that lady's house.
It would be. So rappers bottom got him from the beatbox challenge. June they did the Junebug challenge. He had a song for beatbox. From Florida, was arrested. Basically, he pulled a gun out on somebody in this hotel. The U.S. Marshal, not the police, the U.S. Marshal ran up on him, his hotel room, caught him literally lying next to a semi-automatic weapon. It's crazy because I remember that particular song did well over like 70 million on YouTube. Like, this is a guy that probably doesn't have to make another song for the rest of his life. He can live off that particular song. The TikTok challenge and the beatbox, and people were doing it off Instagram and probably TikTok and stuff, was going crazy. and start making that type of, like, the whole point of making that type of money is to get out the hood. So to start making that type of money and then still just be
doing hood shit. It's
heartbreaking.
Yeah, it is. It's unfortunate that folks, once they make it out, they feel they have to do this, keep up this persona of this mentality of, take no shit, nobody gonna disrespect me, yada, yada, yada. Sometimes you gotta think about it. Who the fuck are they? If they decide to not appreciate who you are or so-called disrespect you, why would you lower yourself to, risk everything that you work for, put all your hard work into, because some ignorant person doesn't acknowledge the hard work that you put in? Fuck them. You do it for yourself, and if they don't appreciate it, mother have you, mother love you, mother fuck you, man. Simple as that to me.
I can, I can agree with that. Like, I don't understand why people feel the need to do such foolishness. Especially, like, dog, we trying to get out the hood. We get out the hood, and you still doing hood shit.
Mm-hmm.
To me, it is such like a colossal waste.
Wasted talent. It's the worst.
I really feel sad for this young man because obviously too, it's not having the right people around you. Because your OGs and your people that are around you are supposed to, dog, you're not, dog, your man can pull a gun out on these motherfuckers. You're not supposed to be the one pulling a gun out on them. Don't correct me if I'm wrong.
Nah, you're correct. I remember a situation with myself, with my show being on the rise and up and coming. We were doing some good things, and Black GOP, rest in peace, we were having an event, and some, young lady was saying some stuff that I didn't agree with, and I was getting very passionate in my defense of my argument, and he, it got a little heated, and he pulled me to the side and was like, dog, I understand you got a point to prove, but, you have a brand to protect. You can't be out here, seen, having a, breakdown with somebody because they don't agree with you. You have the brand to protect that you've built up to, where it is, that you don't want to risk it because somebody doesn't agree with something you say. You got to watch what you say and watch how you say it when you're in a public venue because you never know who's watching. And that's a valid point. And that's helped me, since then to think about things in a bigger light than being in that moment and reacting off of a situation or somebody saying something that I didn't like or I felt was unnecessary in me being the person that I am and saying something back on the same level, which might spark a situation. I learned to just say, you know what, this person want to say like that shit, man, fuck it, man. It ain't worth me wasting my time, my energy, going on their level that they had a bad day, they feel like they want to lash out at somebody. Just say, you know what, fuck it. I ain't got time to risk and lose what everything I done put my hard work in for because I need to prove something to somebody else, so I need to get the last word in. Man, fuck them, man. Some people just have bad days, chalk it up, keep it moving. Sometimes you don't need to respond to some bullshit negativity because it's a no-win situation no matter the way you look at it.
True indeed. So the baby, the rapper The Baby,
Mm-hmm.
was out in New York, I believe, and some kids tried to finesse him. So basically, and some people got mad at The Baby for this. So these kids, he was going to buy some cookies for these kids. And knowing how The Baby is, if they would have just told him the right price of the cookies, he'd have gave him the money. So the kids was like, yo, yeah, I sell you my whole box for $200. And he was like, you know what, if they wouldn't try to finesse, I probably would have gave him $1,000. And a lot of people was mad at The Baby because it was recorded, but he didn't allow the kids to finesse him. Like, I'm gonna tell you like this. So, I remember I was at Lucky Strike, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had on, everybody knows I like Nike. I had on my Movado. And it was a party that was some young lady who I met. that night, and it was her birthday, and they was throwing a party, right? So they asked, when I went through, I said, yo, you know what? I'm gonna buy a round of drinks and I'm gonna go. So he charged me extra, like these extra drinks that the other people had ordered. And I can tell because he asked me when he came to me, he's like, oh, that's a nice price, this. So when and I ain't a cheap nigga, so I went and paid the bill. So but he got mad because I ain't leave him a tip. So when he asked about it, I said, bruh, if you follow the instructions the right way, I told you I was buying this, and this. And I said, and you charged me for everything. He was like, because he was like, bro, about my tip, you should have left me a tip. And I was like, so I said, bro, you should have left, you should have followed the instructions. You looking at my watch, assuming I had money. And granted, I had enough money to cover it, but just how you handle the situation. How you handle the situation the right way, you done walking away with a tip. Versus, like, dog, I'm not, like, I ain't even trying to flex, but I'm not going to, like, you give me the bill, and I know it's wrong, because you charged me for her girlfriend's drinks as well. I ate it with a smile. But I ate it with a smile thinking, nigga, you ain't getting a tip. Because you fucked up your tip because you didn't follow directions.
Look both ways when you cross the street.
So I think with these kids, it's similar to that. Like, dog, if y'all had just came at it real and not trying to pad his pockets, he would have blessed you. What are your thoughts, CP3?
I definitely agree. When you try to get over and somebody's up on your game, you're not doing nothing but fucking yourself. Just be genuine, just be honest, and go and do what you got to do. When you extend that extra energy to try to get over or try to find a shortcut or whatever, that same energy you can put into doing things the right way. And like you said, he would have blessed you, if you'd have been real, he probably would have blessed you probably with a stack. But because you tried to get over, you ain't getting nothing. I mean, he getting some flack on social media, but from what I've heard, from what I've seen from some of the flack he's put before, he don't really give a fuck. He's still making hot music that everybody listens to. He's still making money, so
he's making hot music. But the thing is too is like there's been times where he's giving back to the community plenty of time.
Mm-hmm.
The one thing about it is about any rapper that when they do give back to the community, it's never publicized. They never talk about it. They will only talk about when these niggas get in trouble. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So here's a funny story. So a Detroit woman, shout out to Detroit. A Detroit woman who owns a business, basically her Mercedes was stolen, right?
Oh yeah, I saw this story.
And and then the nigga was posting the car on social media. So she followed the car, and this nigga was getting his hair cut. And she ran up on a nigga in the barbershop and proceeded to whoop this nigga's ass while he was in the barbershop.
I'm gonna go use the bathroom on this one. I saw this. This shit was ridiculous, man. Dudes is. I'm gonna go use the bathroom before I get taken off the air.
Honestly, I think it's sad that one, you would commit a crime and wouldn't be on social media, which world's dumbest criminal. Two, I think he got what he deserved. She slipped the tires of the car so that so just in case he got away before the police come, he got in the car but he couldn't really drive away. I honestly think he got what he deserved. It could have been worse because imagine she could have brought her husband, boyfriend, or brothers or uncles or somebody, and really just pounded on him while he was in a chair in the barber chair. I really think that it could have been worse for him. Like this dude really did something. Like, how you gonna be taking pictures on social media in a stolen car? That is the most craziest thing that I can think of. Like, you really should have been doing something other than that. Like, CP3, would you be taking pictures in a car on social media, on your IG, on a car you fucking stole?
Yeah, that's kind of crazy to even. First of all, to steal somebody's car. I've never been a car thief, and I don't understand the mentality of doing that. And to steal somebody's car and then be posting it on social media like it's yours. and for the young lady to be smart enough to be able to track it down and find where he was at. And you know, he got away, but I know the police were able to catch up with him. It's it's I don't know, man. I don't understand what's going on. I'm glad I don't, because if I did understand it, that means I'd be just like them. And it's just like I was gonna say, like I was talking about before we went to video break. I have a friend that has a cousin that was dating a dude off a social media website.
Oh yeah, tell me this story.
Yeah, for like a week. A week. Now I don't know if she gave the cheeks up or whatever, but because she decided not to no longer see this gentleman and block him and not talk to him anymore, he decides to come to her house one night and strip her car. Took her hood, took her fenders, took her radio, and took tires, rims, and everything, left her sitting on bricks in front of her house. And she knew it was him because he was a mechanic. And, you know, 1 and 1 plus 1 equals 2. So 9 out of 10, it was this guy. So, I mean, I don't understand the mentality nowadays. Like I said, I'm old school to the core. I've been rejected before, and I've sucked it up and be like, okay, you know, it is what it is. But the fact that after a week of chilling with somebody, like I said, I don't know if there were any, you know, other things that happened.
When they do all that,
she had to get it. I was
she
thinking
gave the cheeks up, and she put that thing on him.
I was thinking the same
she put
thing.
That, she put that shit that she ain't supposed to get to like the 3rd or 4th, about the 5th or 6th day.
Yeah.
She put that thing on that nigga where he couldn't live without.
I think the same thing too. I mean, I haven't had that happen to me, so I can't say that, you know.
I bet you that nigga woke up in his sleep and he was stuttering.
Yeah, that nigga, man. The fact that you get up and go take all the parts off of a young lady's car that you
nigga, that's a lot of work.
That's a lot of work. And it was only a week, and she had just bought the car. That's what's even worse. So it's I don't understand it. I mean, like I said, I'm glad I don't. But to me, it just makes no sense to, you know, if somebody doesn't want to be with you or doesn't want to be with you anymore, chalk it up. At least you got the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You know, some folks wouldn't even get them. So, you know, if she don't rock with you no more, maybe the dick was bad. Maybe you ain't shit. Maybe she saw it through your bullshit. Who knows what it is? But you got the cheeks. You know what I'm saying? You can put that feather in your cap and at least say, yeah, I knocked it off. You know, it was good. I might not ever get it again, but hey, I got it. Fuck it. But the fact that you go back and strip her car and do all that other petty shit, I don't understand it, man. That's the stuff females used to do back when they mess with people's cars and put sugar in your gas tank and slash your tires and brush your windows. Not me, because I never had that bullshit happen to me. But y'all love them motherfuckers that be doing that foul shit. You know, y'all had that shit happen. Don't even act like you did. But I don't get it. I'm up straight. I'm up front with them. I tell them what it is. You know, if we just fucking, we just fucking. If I like you, I like you. If I don't, you know, we just something to do to bust a nut. It is what it is. But I'm up front, so you can never be mad at me thinking I misled you, lied to you, cheated on you, or whatever. I'm gonna tell you what it is up the front. If you're cool with it, cool. If not, we can remain friends, or we don't have to be friends. Whatever it is, I'm cool. 2 tears in the bucket. Fuck it. Let's take it to the stage.
Take it to the stage, nigga.
Take it to the stage, nigga.
You wild person.
Hey, man. Told you it's been a long week, dog.
Also, there was they even covered this on the Breakfast Club, too. But there was another Karen story, basically in New Jersey.
Oh, yeah, I saw that one, too, yeah.
She, one got a black lady who was actually filming her, and then basically fired victim. All the lady was trying to get her free panties or for what's that shit called? Victoria's Secret.
Shit was crazy.
And then, you know, and of course another white lady goes, well, why don't you leave to the black lady? And the black lady will find out, why don't she leave?
And she actually followed her around the store when the lady was trying to get out of the way, talking about, leave me alone, stop getting close to me. And she was following her, and the lady was trying to get out of the way. So I don't understand this type of behavior. It makes no sense to me. I don't understand why some white folks are upset about black people doing regular things in life. I don't get it. like I say, I've been, I've dated white women, I've been around white families, been around white people, for a majority of my life. And I've never come across a situation like that. And I honestly wouldn't know what to do. Probably think the best thing to do is to pull your phone out and record it just so, as me as a black man, because they see a black man and a white woman crying, saying somebody hurt her, I'm going down.
I mean, the whole thing about this is when your white privilege is weaponized, you should be charged as a crime.
And so I think a state, I can't remember what state, I think they did legalize that as a new law that, if you make a false statement or, false accusation against someone for racial reasons, that you can get charged as a crime, as a hate crime for doing that. So I can't remember what state it was, but I think someone did put something on the books finally.
Okay, that makes sense. Because as a black man, or the black person in general, like people do that all the time against you. That's the first thing people, they could be in the wrong, and the first thing they say is, I'm gonna call the police.
Mm-hmm. Well, we saw the guy in New Jersey that got arrested. Yeah, we saw the white guy that got arrested for cussing out his African neighbors, and said he's had a recent history of doing that with all of his minority neighbors, of being belligerent, telling them that they don't belong there and they shouldn't have guests and all this other stuff. He got arrested. I also saw another incident of a lady that said that there was a lot of bad things going in the neighborhood, and because this black gentleman that lived in a predominantly white, rich neighborhood was getting a lot of Amazon deliveries, that he was, something obviously must be going on, and attempted to take his Amazon delivery out of his mailbox, and when he tried to get it back, she played the Karen role, falling out, talking about he assaulted her when he went to grab for his package and all this and that. Luckily, he recorded the whole incident. I don't know if anything happened to the lady that did all of this, but it's sad that, to the fact that black people, we used to joke about DWB, driving while black, you still get pulled over just for driving the black in a nice vehicle, which I was a victim of several times. But the fact that black people doing regular things now are a threat to certain white people is kind of crazy to me. I don't know why they feel that, black folks can't do the same stuff that they're doing, that they're above them, or what it is, but I don't understand it. And I don't know, man. Folks, this last couple of years with, some of the folks that was in the White House and some of the things they were saying might have folks, feeling more open about being racist, even not realizing that they are racist, or they have prejudices, or, they have profiling tendencies, whatever you want to call it. But, I mean, folks need to take a step back and realize and put the shoe on the other foot and say, well, how would I feel if somebody felt this way about me just because I was white, or just because, I was a woman, or just because I was a white male? I mean, we have some of these white male groups that's playing victim, talking about women are withholding sex from them because they're a white male and all this other stuff, and they feel like they should be able to take the pussy, which is never right. But it's funny how people can adjust their logic to suit whatever situation they're going through. That's why I said you got to stay level-headed, you got to stay cool, calm, and collected, and you got to be able to take a step back and realize whatever role you're playing in the situation you're in. It can't always be somebody else. You play a role in your life and your destiny and what's going on. So, gotta take responsibility for the role you play in some of the fuck-ups in your life. You can't always blame somebody else. That goes for women, men, white, black, yellow, whatever the fuck the color. I ain't trying to be discriminatory to nobody. Everybody's fucked up in some certain way. Nobody's perfect. So, move on, get better. Don't repeat the same mistakes, and live life and have fun and stay out of trouble. Fuck it. That's my motto.
True indeed, true indeed. So, there was a lady that was in Oakland, California, and she went on a Tinder date, and then, which is crazy because it kind of goes into what you were saying about what you said earlier. She went on a Tinder date, and it turned into that she wound up being kidnapped.
Oh, wow.
And then the guy's neighbor helped her escape.
Jeez.
Really crazy story. When we get on these social media sites, you gotta be careful. And I'm not saying she gave him anything like that. You just gotta be careful of who you actually get to know people. And I'm, as a man, I'm gonna say it like this. This is some real shit. As a man, even when I'm on social media, and I'm talking to a female, I'm very hesitant about giving out my phone number or this. I don't know what these mother, because especially when you go to the dating part, because you don't know what they really want or what they really like. You know, I will, and even if I do give my phone number, I'll probably text before I call.
Oh, definitely.
You know,
I mean, it's you talking to a dude that was doing the internet dating before everybody else was doing it back in the early 2000s. So now this whole situation now where I got catfish hitting me up on a daily basis off my Instagram or off of social media, period, just talking, you know, oh, you're attractive, yada yada yada, trying to get money out of it. It's a game, and you got some folks that's lonely enough to believe those stories and send money to these females as, you know, even if they are, I don't even know if they are females, they could be males just scamming on the internet. And I mean, with this pandemic, you know, folks been lonely, been stuck in the house, and they're more vulnerable and, you know, susceptible to the bullshit games and yada yada yada. But like I say, someone that's been on social media for a while, when I get those scammers, I just send them a dick pic, call it a day, fuck it. But you know, it's crazy how people are willing to take advantage of people's insecurities and, you know, issues that they have with themselves in order to make a quick buck, just because they don't feel like putting in a hard day of work. And I mean, like I say, when I'm bored, I engage with them because I don't have nothing else better to do. Like I said, I send them some dick pics and, you know, fuck with them, be like, all right, well, call me video chat. And it's always, oh, my camera's broke, or could you send me $25 to fix my phone, or I need gas in my car to come to. I had this one chick that said she was in Vancouver and asked me to send her $25 and she'll be on her way to Maryland. I'm like, what kind of car you got where you can get to Maryland from Vancouver on $25? Let me know, because that's some shit I'm trying to invest in.
it was a hybrid.
Hey, that's a hell of a hybrid, bro. I know the Honda, best hybrid Honda guy gets like 52 miles to the gallon. That was a 4,000 mile trip, dog. On $20, that's amazing. That's like Santa Claus sleigh shit right there. But I mean, it's a capitalist world. It's all about the mighty dollar. So folks will do whatever they have to do so they don't go starving there, cheat, lie, and steal to whoever, just so they don't have to go without them putting a hard day of work. So, I mean, hey, we all going through shit. All you can do is worry about what you can control. I'm going through situations now, you know, trying to figure out this car shortage situation, what my next move should be, because if there ain't no cars, I can't make no money. I can't make no money, and I can't afford my rent. I can't afford to do what I need to do. So I got to figure out what's best for me, you know, seeing how things are going right now. So we all going through something. Just make the best decision, you know, the educated decision. Don't let emotions get involved. Think logically and make wise decisions, and have a backup plan just in case the decisions you make doesn't go the way you want it to, because that's the worst thing, to make a decision and not have a backup plan and then you fuck 2 times over. So just make smart decisions, stay safe, take emotion out of it, think logically, and just have a backup plan just in case your plan that you put in place doesn't work out. Because if it doesn't work out, you got to be ready to hit the ground running and get back on top. You can't wallow in it. You can't blame the white man. You can't blame the government. You got to take action, or you might end up homeless out here in the street begging for cash to try to have someone to put a roof over your head to go take a nice hot shower somewhere. I done seen it. I've been close to it. I've done it. Just trying to tell you.
You got too much more to go, man.
Yeah, pretty much, man. We had a great show, had some great guests. You know, like I said, first time we had as many guests as we had. Mr. Villain was in the building.
Yeah.
Had Backpeak Michi, great track. The young lady, I can't remember her name. Yeah, I was enamored by some other things that was going on.
Yeah,
so, you know, my eyes
that
took over from my brain.
That bottle stop me gone. I know what you mean.
Yeah. I was, never mind. I ain't gonna finish that thought. But make sure you tune in tomorrow night, Sports and Hill podcast. We're covering all the DC sports, Nationals, break down the NBA Finals, and talk a little bit of Washington football. Tune in Thursday night for our boxing special revamp of our show we used to have on a weekly basis, but part of the boxing guy and his army of kids and took over. He's supposed to be setting some time aside to cover the latest fights from the last few months and preview some of the fights that's coming up. Talk a little bit of MMA and probably talk a little bit of football with him being my Charlotte insider, being out of North Carolina and working close to Ron Rivera, well, being around Ron Rivera and getting some of the sports reports and having some inside information on one of the Washington football team recent draft picks of last year. We're going to get some of his insight. He actually stays in the same neighborhood as this draft pick. So we're going to give you some inside information, inside scoops on some of the, on that player and preview training camp. And also, if you're in the market for a new or used vehicle, make sure you come on down to Waldorf Honda, 2450 Crane Highway. Come holler at your boy CP3, get that deal done. You know the market is crazy, but if you need that ride and you need to get in something ASAP, we're going to make that deal happen. So come holler at me down. And check out sportsothp.com. All the latest sports OTHP news. Check out the apparel link. You can order some apparel to help support the movement. Hit me up for the Sports OTHP apparel, partnered by Eric Kuza. Hit up aside, get a nice fresh sweatsuit for next week also. And just be on the lookout for all the great content we put out. DC Sports Auto Politics. It's not just a catchphrase. It's not just a motto. It's what we do, baby.
Definitely. And allow me to be at the bar show, stay by Eric Kuza also. And, next week we won't have a show. I'll be in Miami. And the following week, I can't guarantee a show because we do have an all-white party to go to on Saturday night. And we'll be sobering up on Sunday.
I'm going to try to.
New Renegade, we done.
Break things on my sweater. I'm ready for my work. Ain't even finished yet. Got enough time for revenge, but I've been better. They looking for the worst, they know I've been getting better. Always looking for me first to say about you, bitch. Yeah, mistaking me. Ooh, I think it's been a pleasure. Cause I've been getting different from the sheep. Here's some evil, seeking evil, ain't no Colin Keller. A lot of shit ain't worth my time. Yes, my new Biggie in the handle and they brittle. Get that pressure running in game. Still need a medal. Hit the cover when you spell. Touching on that metal. Time ain't never give us no break. Ain't no hate in my blood. If I know that I'm don't think that you're not touching the scene. That's what to do. It's the lesson, baby. Who the fuck is on the letter ahead of me? My unborn. They gon' be mostly me instead of me. I'm on. I'm gonna be on it. Better agree if I'm wrong. Better tell you niggas what it better be. I'm locked on. She gon' always get what she wants, but ain't different. Top strong. At the top when the right payment, you was top dog. She got a jerk on that. I cannot stop. From my gaming, it's mindset. Cause I was trying to go at the car, but I didn't get paid. That is not law. Started to eat Gucci, I am that raw. But what I do when I show my ass off. But goes down, break down, whatever I'm on call. Why you think that you to me? Cause I won't fall. Let me know everything I tell you so I can prove no. When you talking money to him, I tell you what's all wrong. I'm back on my mama shit, I'm fat, but I'm trying.